No, we constant.
Hello, my Liberian people. Today I'm with Liberian international superstar,
Seriously?
a fashion designer. She has her own brand with her business partner. And when I mean Liberian international superstar businesswoman, that's because she actually has clothing brand that she shipped to different countries. She is international for real. Like when you see this lady clothes, we get to show you guys some of the clothes. And if you see her clothes, you won't believe that. Then this is our own Liberian sister clothes. You'll feel like I've always said this. You will feel like the clothes you can get them in on Rodeo Drive. Some of the clothes in like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and stuff like that. This lady had done incredibly well for herself in the sense of being very creative with her business partner, my new best friend. You know that guy is one of the cool dude too. Yeah, I call him, he's my brother. You know, her husband. They are very creative. The both of them. They also have catering business. We will get to talk about today. This is Miata Faith Malawa, my sister Ella. That's your own Ella B sister right there. So, people, let's support her today. All of you that are watching, don't
Yeah.
forget to share this video. Let people see our Liberian sister doing well, going global, flying our Liberian flag. This woman
Yeah.
has been helping me to host shows. I mean, she everything Liberia. She eat, drink, sleep Liberia. Even though she's not there, but she still eat, drink, sleep Liberia. So please share this video. Everybody share this video, because I want to promote our sister. Great job. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. But our sister is here. She will be speaking Siri because she international. For me, I'll be speaking my colloquial, my countryman. So, Yamananda, that's Siri. If you have more interpretation, just tell me so she can bring the English down small, small. We can- She
Oh,
see how,
dear.
but see how butter people up, but this is her show. She will see how her brother can operate.
I
She
know.
always, I also have there my top level journalist in Liberia. He create a lot of the breaking news shows. Francis KD Cooper is there, but they're never in and out. So probably if you're not hearing a voice now. That's why going on. But yeah, sis, how
I'm
you doing?
here. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay, I'm glad. How you doing today, sis?
I'm actually doing well. Praise be to God. I'm doing
Okay,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah. How,
Yeah.
I can
man,
see. I can see.
can you? I know people have seen you on this show, and
Mm.
you have helped me in many times to interview people. But a lot of people may not know what you do. People may think that that woman just sitting there doing nothing the whole day, ready for Jefferson Tabata. Jefferson, all he thing he carry on, but they don't know that you have good stuff going out here. First of all,
Oh,
I want you don't have to get into details of your stuff because we will do step by step. But it tell us about you, a little bit about you. You don't have to go personal or details in certain way that you are not comfortable with. But tell us a little bit about you. As a
oh,
Liberian, living abroad and how you create, and you don't have to. We will get to the brand part of it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, thank you, Lord Jesus. I give you all the praise. Um, well, I'm let me take out the glasses so I can see my face. So, first of all, I wouldn't even be here if it was not for the grace of God. So I just want to thank God for enabling me to be here and to be on this platform. I do not take it lightly. My husband and I we do not take it lightly at all.
Yeah.
And we really do appreciate you as a brother and Liberian TV network. So that's out of the way.
Mhm.
And about me, um, I'm a child of God. I love my Lord. I'm very hardworking. Not to brag. As I'm talking to him, I'm actually in my church because all the things I got behind me to show, it can fit in my, my house. It's so much. So I also want to thank my pastor for allowing me to do that. So I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a minister. I'm a businesswoman. So I guess you can say wife, mom, boss. So those are the three.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm very, very occupied. I don't like to say busy, but I'm very occupied at times. Um, when I tell you all that I do, won't have the time to leave from here because I'm also a teacher. Um,
Oh,
yeah, that's something that you got to know today.
and I know that one there. Oh, mhm.
No, so
That's good.
when exactly. So when I tell you I'm occupied, like literally, I'm occupied. So I'm a mom, like I said, I'm a wife, which I'm so happy to be. Um, I'm an assistant to my pastor. Um, I'm a businesswoman, and we multitasking business because we have an enterprise here in the States and in Liberia. But going back, I'm a born Liberian. I was born in Liberia. I lived in Liberia till I was 14, like 13 going on to 14, and my dad had sent for me. So I've been out of Liberia since then. But I grew up somewhat in Liberia and in the Lockington area and the Barnesville area. Um, in um, Attington area. My mom, as we would say, Conga, Harvard a Prince. So I'm posh. I can say I'm a Conga girl and mixed with Gola and Pele. But yeah, and here I am. And the Lord had given us such a great task. I wouldn't say heavy, but great task because we have the catering business, we have the clothing line, um, daycare, a daycare. Yeah, it's
Okay,
just so
hold on now. I won't be surprised if my sister tell me she's a spy. Because all the people I didn't know she became that art. Every time she say, I'll be like,
I
yeah.
know.
Mm.
But yeah, so a daycare, like I said, I teach. Um, so it's a lot. I can't even tell you everything because it's a lot.
So,
And
but
I'm also
one
a
thing I want
landlord.
to say, don't
Yeah.
judge the book by the cover because this sister coming here talking to our Liberian. That's why a lot of people been pushing me. They say we want to know a little bit about this sister that can come on the show. Something you're talking
Oh
about
my
her fashion.
goodness.
I'm glad too you came out on the show and you are the star of the show. You got to talk to the people because few people had reached out to me and they said we want to we want to know much about this sister. I know you always say she has fashion business.
Oh
She's fashion brand. So I'm glad. I'm a surprised. Daycare teacher. I never knew that. And
yeah,
so that's a good thing. But anyway, Mr. Prince Agba just joined us, the CEO of True Liberia. The man
yeah.
who has businesses all over Liberia that when he go to
So
Liberia,
I'm this,
the man who live
this
in
guy get it.
Atlanta,
He get a
Georgia.
way of covering himself.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
wait,
Like
now the man. The man
And
who live
over
putting
in
people out
the
there.
man who live in Atlanta, Georgia, he had dinner with people like Tyler Perry there every weekend.
I know.
good for you. You were just hanging out with Obama E.
Uh, but anyway, Mr. Prince Akbar just joined us. He's also my co-host, and we are going to be interviewing my sister. One thing I want to tell you guys, especially those that are watching on Facebook, please share this
Yeah,
live because we want a lot of people to see it. This is somebody who is very strong, hardworking. This sister works so hard. Even some of the businesses, she wanted to tell me about catering and the fashion.
yeah,
And I used to be asking her, how do you do it?
Mhm.
Imagine with the whole teaching and other things that she just told daycare she told me about. I
yeah.
don't know. And I'm thinking now, how do you do it? And she still find way for me to keep her on my show sometime. The one time we were on for more than 4 hours.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh, this one, my new best friend will get dance with me, her husband. I said, why you keep my wife on the show that long? But she's a very strong woman, hardworking woman. She still do all these things, still fine. It made me feel it's made me feel better about myself too, sis. Because for you to take all that time to spend on my show, it means you are a very supportive person. So I'm very glad to be here. But Mr. Prince Abba, we have my guy here, Francis KD Cooper, the guy who is doing all the broadcasts. the guy you saw the video to the last time about the DEA thing, and you were praising him. He's here. He's gonna
Oh,
be here. So I brought all my big guns because this is
Ah,
a very
yeah.
small woman. Yeah, she's that small woman. Like I said, viewers, please share this live. Please share this live. She will be speaking her Siri. I'll be speaking my simple English. Then we will take it
oh
from
my goodness.
there. Pray, we welcome you on the show. I know you're just coming on. Do you want to say
Yeah.
something to sis Faith before we continue?
Yeah, sister, been having you in the guest in the
Co-host.
seat, the co-host seat, and now you are guest. You are not really guest. You just coming on for us to ask you questions. That's
Right,
all.
right.
But not really a guest. But welcome. Yeah, we doing the show always every time. You will always touch on stuff. There's these things you're doing, and it was I myself will always ask Jefferson, but when are you bringing her on?
Yeah, that's true.
To have the show to herself that
I
she can
know,
also go details
I
into what
know.
she do.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you are on, and and we can today hear more about your businesses, and get to know for the people to get to know you more. We already know you a lot, but in the short time, but for the people out there to know you more. So when Jefferson told me I've been really busy
Yeah, he was
today,
excited.
but then I say, you know what, I got to come on because she's
Oh,
always supportive
Yeah.
for
it's a
us.
privilege.
Yeah,
Oh, glad.
So everybody, this is the start of our show.
yeah.
Oh,
She's gonna be telling us a lot. But first thing I want to say, you know how I always start little before I go up with the whole before we bring up business and all the stuff. People need to know a little bit about you.
yeah.
Mm.
How living from you came from Liberia. How was the experience when you first came to the U.S. and did you get because I know some people live in some neighborhood where they got bullied, people from
Mm.
the accents, and sometimes it's different from Liberia. How was your experience when you first moved to the U.S.?
Well, when I moved, like I said, I was 14.
Mm.
And when I came, I had siblings here already. So, and they were all born here. One was born in Sierra Leone.
Those are the dangerous ones. Those are the ones that will be laughing at you
I'm
more.
telling you, okay? So one was born in Sierra Leone, but she came when she was 2. So she doesn't know anything about Africa. So when I came, sometimes it was tough.
Mm.
Like when I used to talk to them, they'd be like, huh? What? What are you saying? Especially my sister. I could not even understand half of the time what she was saying. It was frustrating. But however, you know, being in the home, interacting with them, because I was the only child in Liberia. They were all here. They were all
Wow.
born here. Yeah. Can you
Wow.
imagine? And I'm the eldest for all of them. So coming with that maturity, with that mature mindset into a home where the kids, as we call the American kids, they
Yeah.
just they just they are themselves. They don't know, they don't have filter. They just
Yeah.
speak as it is. They
Yeah.
do as they choose.
Yeah.
And you coming from a
I call them
culture.
their mouse boss. Back home when somebody when you say something, somebody will smack you. In America, you can't smack anybody,
No,
kids.
they
Smack
spoke
anybody,
their
kids.
mind.
Yeah.
They spoke their mind.
Yeah.
And I came into a home where it was my dad and my stepmom. But praise be to God, my stepmom, God bless her soul. She was always a loving lady, loving, loving, loving. And she made the home comfortable for me. I mean, at home it was great, but in the neighborhood, like when you talk to the kids, they're like, what did she say? I got bullied. I wouldn't lie. I got
Wow.
bullied. I started middle school, everything here. And middle school was tough. High school was a little bit okay because I was getting into the groove, into the system and everything. Like I even got into a fight with a white boy.
Wow.
And yeah, but my dad is a radical.
I didn't know my sister was a cool girl. Okay, don't find.
You know, sometimes you gotta stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, calling you names, and you all know the names they call people with color. And
Yeah.
at the time, I didn't really know what it meant.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and for my dad, like I said, he been here since like the early 90s, and he sat me down, he coached me, he told me what to do, what to say, and he never put fear in me. He told me when someone tell you this, tell them that. I was like, who? He said, don't. He said, do not be afraid. I got your back. I was like, oh, okay. So went to the park one day, and this kid always used to pick on me. And he's a boy, I'm a girl. But he always just used to pick on me. So one day, guess what? I turned to him and we did it. And he ran away. And like we fought, and he picked up running, and I just went to my house. And my dad was like, what happened? And I told him, like, okay, that's good. He won't come back again. I was like, seriously? But yeah, it was tough. I wouldn't lie, brother, because our teaching system back home and the teaching system here is quite different.
Yeah.
It's quite different. And for some reason, for such reason, you know, I was also put ahead in my lesson in my class. And because back home, you know, we're taking about 12 subjects. Over here, exactly. It's not like that. You were taking Bible, spelling, reading, English, all that back home. And here you go into class, it's like, okay, you're waiting for more. You're waiting for more. And it's like, oh, school is over. I'm like, huh? You know, so it was quite a transition.
And back home, we are taught to memorize things.
Oh, yeah.
And with many at the came a time you have to memorize all African countries and the capital cities, and you have to memorize certain mathematics stuff.
Mostly unnecessary things. That's why I always tell people back home. I tell my children that, you know, I'm not pushing you to learn everything they're teaching you in school in Liberia. The two things I want you to focus on. Reading, read a lot, because it helps you in America when you come. Everything here is
that when I'm back home. Seriously,
and then math. Know your basic math, because math doesn't change.
The
same math they teach you in Liberia, the same math you'll see here. You know, but reading is everything.
It's everything
in the school.
Even if you look at the history of people, long time during the slavery in the United States, the white people used to stop the black people from reading.
Power.
Because reading is power. The moment a person started reading, they started being smart. And reading is a huge knowledge that will make people not make fool out of you. And I think, Francie, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, Mr. Saba was trying to like say something. It's not really necessary. Of course, yes. Yeah, I agree.
There are two Mr. Saba here, so please.
True Liberia. True Liberia.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, but really, right? Our learning system here is really difficult, but on the other hand, it provides us that kind of it strengthens us. It makes us so really, you know, perform out there well as compared to other, you know, African countries like the Sierra Leone, the Gambia, the Nigeria that just focus on specific subject, right? You know, really in Liberia, I think for us, what we normally do here is they try to provide a stage wherein if you are fortunate you get out there, you can really explore. I had this experience where I was like teaching away. I taught away as well. It's one of the international schools in Liberia, right in Painesville, and I was teaching chemistry, right? Like what Cisfit was talking about. And when we reach to certain, you know, chemical stuff or maybe equation to solve, the trainer will be asking. They came from all of them keep from the UK, the US. You know, the school is really thin about. But we are not really understanding you and other things. So sometimes I have to go in there. So sometimes it can really be crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah. No, that.
I want to let you guys know, Francie is currently talking from Monrovia, Liberia. He's one of the guy. He's the top guy that do all our breaking news. Sometimes Sally help, but he's the guy that does our breaking news. But anyway, we want to focus on my sister here. She's the star of the show. I want to keep asking her question. There'll come a time that will get my co-host involved.
Mhm.
Because I'm a big fan of my sister here. She got big stuff going. But I like to take a lepe Liberian when I was back home. It's an old school thing. I don't think they say it these days. I want to
Yeah.
take it easy to it. But one thing I want to say is that how was your I know people that were not in the country during the war or they were there. And one way or the other, we all had different experiences. Even people in the US during the war, they had bad experiences because people they knew they died and all of that. How was your experience during the war?
Well, I don't want to give her my age. My daughter
Oh,
sitting
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, nothing else.
No, no,
That's why
no.
that's why I like it when you always say, "Well, then you get to your point because that gave you a chance to." Like I said,
Yeah.
we want to start the show. Wherever, if you pause for a minute, we will wait for you.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Um,
Don't give your age, my sister.
1990, I was basically a baby.
Hmm.
Um, so
Me too.
that I think that 1990 war, that one,
Hmm.
that one I do not remember.
Yeah.
I don't know anything of that. Um, Autopause, Autopause, I was still little.
Were you in
But
Monrovia at that time?
yeah,
Oh wow,
yeah,
you
I was.
experienced it. Yeah, we all experienced it. So don't
I
mind.
experienced it, I did experience it a little,
Mhm.
and but it was bruce, it was cruel. You, I was little, but I could see what was going on. I could get a little sense of what was going on. But April 6th,
Mhm.
I saw, at that time I was a teenager. I
Mhm.
saw a lot things I
Mhm.
wasn't supposed to see. And
Mhm.
praise be to God, was not hurt. Um, I wasn't shot, raped, none of that. But I remember my aunt went Clariton to pick me up from my mom to take me in Looking Town because I told you in the beginning that I lived in Looking Town.
I think
And
Francis is in looking time right now.
oh,
Yeah.
Looking Town
Yeah,
close.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
friends, are you familiar with
Well,
Blamotown?
yeah.
Yeah, I know one of the places. I currently live Lockington Broad Street, where I'm opposite the representative house.
Oh, I attended Ella John Master's School.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the school I
And
attended.
difference in man you're looking at before you get to your story. That man that smart now. The man were in Liberians.
I know.
The man were in Liberian spelling competition. I didn't know all these things until he was talking to one of his friends way back who also part of Liberian whole spelling thing. And then he said something. I said, "Oh, the guy that I'm playing with, the man yes, go figure don't know."
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
so he's but anyway, sis, continue your story, yeah.
So we got to Freeport, and some soldiers were there. He said, "If you touch my boots, I'll shoot you." I was
Mm,
like, "What?" And we had to pass on the sidewalk. He like literally they lined up their boots on the sidewalk right at Freeport, and they said if anyone touched their boots, they would shoot the person. I'm like,
Mm.
Lord help me. And I was a little girl, like I said, and my aunt like held my hand so tight. I mean, fear was in the air, fear, fear, fear. And praise be to God, we had walked away, and we didn't touch his boots, so I wasn't shocked. Thank God.
Mm.
But where I'm talking about in Looking Town, I don't know what to call it. Was it a ghetto? It was a rough place to grow up. Coming from Barnesville in a Conga settlement, like
mhm.
coming from a church settlement and going in such an environment, it was like, whoo, where is this?
Yeah.
Like I said, my mom, she's from Atherton, and I grew up with I'm the first grandchild. So they
Mm,
held me. I was very,
yeah. You are the chicken
cuddle,
egg.
yeah, holding me all the time. So that's why I don't even know Liberia from
Wow.
school home, from school home, from just like that.
Ooh,
So
wow.
Yeah, have people that was cooking and cleaning and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
my grandparents really reared me up great, and I was so involved in the church as little as I was. So that's
Because
what my
my
whole life.
next question could have been because I was thinking about asking you because of the war and the experiences you had, is that why you came here and joined the church? Our sister mentioned, I mentioned the business, like the fashion business, the catering business. She mentioned daycare. She mentioned teaching, but she also this lady, she's a woman of God. Like she's
Yeah,
a preacher, right?
yeah. I'm an assistant to my pastor,
Yeah,
a
so
minister.
Oh
the woman
wow.
has, I think, about five
Yeah,
things she's doing, and she
Yeah.
still find way to support her brother here too, our brother on the show. So
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
Man,
these are the
be
women that
careful now,
allow it.
Jefferson, going forward what you say because she can repeat the devil out of you.
Oh yeah, please help me, sis. That's why I'm trying to know the woman of God because she will help me a lot. Because
Oh,
I'm still trying. I'm still working on my repenting.
uh, it's a journey.
Praying you back. You see, that's why I try to bring him on the show. So he can comment anything nasty, way back when we used to live together.
Yeah,
But nothing bad, yeah. I mean, just joking.
yeah, you're good. You're
Yeah, but
good.
yes. So, how was it when you first arrived in the United States? Did you feel like you were celebrating and stuff like that? Was that too
Yeah,
exciting, or you met your people? You just sat down and said, "I want to go back to Liberia tomorrow."
it was it was sweet and sour at the same time.
Hmm.
Cause daddy left. Like I said, daddy left since I was a baby.
Hmm.
Yeah, daddy left when I was a baby. We went Sierra Leone because dad worked in the government. So
Yeah.
he fled the country during the 1990s stuff. He left, he went Sierra Leone. When he went Sierra Leone, he had sent for me. So I went over to Sierra Leone. I
Hmm.
stayed in Sierra Leone for a while. But when he was coming here, he couldn't bring me. So he sent me back like But all this thing happening, I was a little girl, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And so I had not seen dad for almost how many years since like I was a little girl. So when I came, I actually landed at JFK. It was nice to see my sisters because I didn't know all my siblings. Like I said, I'm the only child that was there. They were all born here. And to see my little sister, I mean, like I couldn't even hear a pimp she was saying. You're talking to me. I'm like, huh? But they went to pick me up. It was lovely, but I miss my mother because,
Yeah.
like I said, I was always sheltered. I was always sheltered,
Yeah.
always sheltered, and I miss my mom so badly. And all my focus was, how was I going to live without her?
Hmm.
How could I do this? Because the war, the ups and the downs, it had always been she and I. And here I was away from her in this land of milk of honey.
Yeah.
And yes, but it was nice to see my dad and hug him and to know that I'm with him, you know. So that's how it
So,
was for me.
so where the whole business thing come from? You are involved in businesses, and somebody may tell me that you own half of Philadelphia. But on a serious note, where did that business mindset come from?
Well, um, it's such a journey. It all started when I said we, my husband and I,
Hmm.
when we had our first child. And one day he came home, he said, "Hon, um, the Lord had given me something." He's also a minister. So I said, "What is it?" He said, "Oh, a clothing business." I said, "We can't even do measurement. How we gonna do clothes?" I decided to take measurement. He said, "Just watch. Just watch." So I said, "Okay." So we started with the suits. That's why I usually tell people, I say, all these businesses, they're all under Adonai wear
Yeah.
because this is where it started from. So I mean the Lord gave him such a good vision and we started to do suits.
Yeah.
And after that we started to do robes. So like the bishop robes, the robes you see bishops wear, um, I mean, all those things would do it. And we went into shoes. I mean, he just started to fly with it. And I just said, okay, so instead of me sitting home and being idle, I asked him, what could I do? Because this is one mistake most wives make at times, like when the husband is active in doing things, like, oh, that's his thing. Let me just let him be. No, I'm not going to sit home and be idle. I'm not going to just let him do. We are together. We are one. So I took the office area of it, and I started to like call customers, and first of all, we took it to our pastor, and we told him this is what the Lord had told us. He said, okay. He prayed for us, he blessed us, and we started. And I mean, the first order was like almost $600. So I said, what? I hope we do this measurement, because I was always fixed on the measurement. I'm like, I pray we do this measurement good. But he went, he did it, he came out so perfectly. And this person was traveling out of country, and we were doing his clothes. So we did his clothes, and he's a great man of God, one prestige man of God. And we did his clothes, and he went, and he loved it. And he came back, he said, I want to order more. So we're like, okay. So that's how it started. Yeah. So the clothing business, that's how it started. And like I said, I don't like sitting and putting my hands between my legs. And during the summertime, I wrote my husband a letter. I know it sounds like old school, but I love it. I wrote him a letter.
It's great. Yeah.
I wrote
This
him a
gone
letter.
summer?
No, not this gone summer.
Oh, okay.
What's the last summer I started the daycare? Or the summer before that? Okay, yeah, last summer. So I wrote him a letter because it just been so strong in my spirit to do such a thing. I said, hon, I would love to start a daycare. He said, okay. And I wrote in the letter, I said, I would need such and such fund. Or please credit me this. I will pay you back, which I won't do. But yeah. But anyhow, I wrote him a letter, and he read the letter. He said, okay, I'm going to help you out. And he funded the daycare. I went to school. I got accredited by the Red Cross. So everything I do, by God's grace, I love to be legit. I don't just want to do it by mouth. You understand me? Yeah. So I started the daycare. I had a little kid. He was so sweet. And we went through the whole summer with him. Because sometimes people think business, when you start it, it will start so big, and people just, oh, wow, it is so wonderful. You're making a lot of money. But sometimes you may just start with one client. That one client, when you're persistent and you're consistent in your work, providing quality work, people will start to see what you're doing, and your business will start to expand. So we did that, and during the summer, and with all the thing, I had a baby. I have a 1-year-old, but you wouldn't even know.
I thought that's the one that always come on you when you're doing live sometimes.
Yeah,
That's that girl.
Yeah,
I like her. I like her. She has a good personality. I like how she'll come on the show. She'll do this sometimes.
Yeah.
She'll wave a little bit.
We'll be going to daycare. I'm having car seat. You think I'm taking baby to daycare, but no, I'm the daycare person. So, yeah, because the kids were out of school during the summer. I told my husband, I want to do this. And he always cheering me on. Whatever ideas I have, he always financially support me. So that's how we did that. And with daycares, you can also partner with people who have big daycares. You see? So you don't have to be the one putting in all the work. You can become a partner. You can own a share in it. You see? So we did that. And that's how the daycare started. But as for the sweets is something that, like I said, I grew up in Town. I used to keep my recess just for coconut candy. I just love the color. Yeah, I used to keep my and you think I'll go buy something that will fill me.
So says what other thing you are saying, Bernie, some people had. I was thinking, do you if you want, we can start searching for your page, and then do you have it on the page yet or no?
Carolyn Sweets, Facebook. But I also have something here prepared for y'all.
Oh yeah, if you can screen share, if you can share it. Oh, that okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Can you all
So
see it?
that's her. That's the catering business that I mentioned early.
Yeah.
She has a catering business, and we are gonna get in. We are gonna get into all of that for you guys to,
Yeah.
if you want to order, you want to talk about it, you want to stuff like that, she will for sure share all of the information, how you can contact and all of that. My sis is a super, super businesswoman when I tell you. These are
Yeah.
businesses coming up tonight that she got so many businesses that she even forgot to tell me some of those things. Okay, my favorite sister in love is watching.
Oh,
There's
oh,
right
Mrs.
hand.
Saba.
That is, yeah, that is, thank you, sis. Keep it up. She
Yeah.
said, keep it up. So
Thank
yeah,
you, sis. Thank you.
yeah, Kona and our family go way back. She's that woman. When I talk about real Liberian woman, that's her. That
It's
girl,
awesome.
she was there. Yeah, I'm not gonna call anybody name who gonna. I know some people are looking at me now. They want me to call their name, but I'm not gonna say the name. But when we talk about real Liberian, that my sister-in-law, I'm so proud. She has the last name too. That I'm so proud to say this. What I always told people when I came to the U.S., every girl that I ever did, I used to say, I want somebody who can who is
Oh,
real, like my sister-in-law Kona, because Kona, she was in the position where she didn't know at the time my brother
oh,
was gonna come to America, and she will one day come to America, but she used to respect our family. The place we live, I always told people on the show too, we are from a poor background, but Kona didn't mind all of that. And she was very respectful. She didn't care
yeah,
about what anybody said. So
yeah.
Kona is one of those people that I have a lot of respect for. Sorry, Kona, I know you are shaking your head somewhere because I'm embarrassing
Yeah, you
you.
putting me on the spotlight now,
You see,
Jefferson.
I didn't call anybody name. There's some people. Okay, that's Mr. Prince Agbai's wife.
Yeah. It's my wife.
He's always trying to throw that in my face because of here. I want to get married one day and say, "Friend, meet my wife." He always said that. Yeah, so Kona is somebody very important in our family. And Ibi Frank came here for a long time. He was here, but no one in our family that ever said anything to Prince in a negative way to say your wife was different.
That's powerful.
Yeah, she was the same way you, my sister, you always talk about your man. There's no modern games that some of the people in this modern time they playing games. Kona didn't care about anybody else. She cared about her
Mhm.
man. And the same
Awesome.
way. So yeah, shout out to my sister-in-law. Shout out all the Liberian women out there, the good one. You need to invite Kona to your association, the Good Liberian Women Association.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, sis, I think we were talking.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
Frank.
So I see that you have, what are all the things in on the table there you were showing?
Oh, we have just
Okay.
so we have
It will
we have
help if
our
you, yeah, it will help if you show
uh,
it and call the name
okay.
and yeah.
So this is our I'm pretty sure you remember our Liberian color coconut candy.
Yeah. And it's nice how you have the package and the barcode and everything.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
really,
It's,
yeah.
it's all packaged. We have our this is ginger one. This is coconut candy for the ginger. You remember
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
This one has ginger and brown one. Mhm. And our coconut candy, not coconut peanuts. Back home we say peanut brittle. So
Yeah.
everything is packaged, sealed up, tight, DB, shipped out of country, throughout the 50 states of the United States of America. And we do also Canada. We do international shipping as well. We have our It's so cute. Our milk candy,
Wow.
everything.
Hmm.
Oh,
I wonder what happened.
oh,
All right, she will come back soon.
yeah.
Sorry, Pray, I put you on the spot, but my girl Kona is a very supportive person. I'm glad she was here. But anyway, hopefully she'll come back. Oh, Francie, are you still there? Francie? Okay, Francie is not there. But anyway, my sis will come back soon. I think she's trying to come back home.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost you for a minute.
I know. So we have Liberian milk candy, but they're all
Mhm.
Wow.
packaged. Sealed up,
Yeah.
label. They also can be shipped.
Mm.
Um, we have one of the things I do, like I said, is catering business. So all of our things comes like this. So picture your wedding having this is coconut cookies, by the way.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, we have our coconut cookies. They also come in little packages. But let's say you're having a wedding or a birthday party, or you just want to surprise your husband with something. One of the things I do too is that let's say your spouse go out, I will come and fix up the place unknowingly to them, fix it so nicely, set it up with some
Mm.
stuff like this. So when they come home, they see that, oh wow, what happened? Everything is pretty and nice. And we do offices too. This is some of the things
Okay.
we do. So of it. So it's all packaged. Um, all packaged. We got what I don't know if you can see this. This is our Liberian donut.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can take it there if you want. You can take your phone there. Don't worry. We wanna. Oh wow, that's the Liberian donut. I remember those.
Yeah, our Liberian donut.
And
So
this
Okay.
and this my little I think niece or nephews. How do they
yeah,
call it?
neat.
Niece, my little niece. They're on.
So this
Don't run
this
away. You are this good salesperson right now.
this is our milk candy.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. So these are prepared for like an event. Or be
Yeah.
prepared for a birthday party. Let's say Mr. Saba want to do something for Mr. Prince. And she contact me and says, Faith, I need you to come over the house and do something. So they all come in nice packages, very nice, prepared to eat, and they're all fresh. One of the things we do is that we do not prepare food ahead of time. They are all pre-ordered. So you call me, you let me know, I have this event going on. I would like such and such and such. And we prepare it for you, we package it for you, we deliver it to you. If you want to deliver or if you want to ship, we ship it to you. So those are some of the things we do.
you
And these
you were you were talking about. Oh yeah. You continue.
Oh,
You still
yeah, this is
showing.
our business for
Okay.
sure. It just shows you. She's gonna take it out and
Show
we'll
that
show it
phone
better.
number on the top so people can see it. I think that's a phone
Oh,
number you're showing the show.
see it?
It's not 40 showing.
Oh, sure.
Six
Six zero
six
nine
zero
eight
nine
eight
eight eight
zero
zero.
3545.
Yes.
Okay. 609 880
354.
3545. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yes.
we can show it again.
Yeah. Is that the same phone number you do with the fashion part of it?
Yeah,
Okay. Because
yeah.
the one that I know you are talking about the sweets right now, but one thing that I feel that I know I like the sweet too. Don't get me wrong, but I've always been your fan when it comes to that clothing thing.
It just man,
Before we go to the clothing,
Yeah.
you were saying that when you were small in Lokintown, Nikutown.
Look
looking
at that.
time.
Lokintown, you were small in Lokintown, and you will keep your money just to buy these things.
Yeah.
How did you came about getting to fix them? Because they are not easy to fix.
No.
My mom and I used to fix Mercandy on Johnson Street. I was, mama boy, always around, try to help, and we'll face the
Oh
milk in it. So, but I can't face it now. So to
no.
see you, with the ideas from back home,
Yeah.
implementing it, and even make it even more beautiful like that.
Yeah.
Because we go in the Chinese store and we see those. I think recently we've been buying the coconut candy. not it's not colored like that. It's just plain white,
Plain
but
white.
they in
Yeah.
the package, and we buy
Yeah.
them. And so
Yeah.
to seeing yours make me think like, oh wow, this
Yeah.
could be. It's just even my sister own could be better than what we buy sometimes in the in the Chinese
Yeah.
store.
Sure. Yeah.
So what you're doing, I can say you are putting those little things that we take for granted. If you
Yeah.
tell somebody right now in Liberia, I want to send you money to open milk candy, something, they'll say, what's that business? But to
No.
see you in America,
Yeah.
you don't just take the same idea and
Mm-mm.
doing it. You
Mm-mm.
reinventing it, but putting Liberia
Mm-hmm.
on the map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's what these are things we grew up with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is this something you learned from back home and came here and started doing, or you learned it here?
Thank you so much for that question, Brother Prince. Actually, I did not learn it from Liberia. Can you imagine?
Wow.
I did not. I didn't know. And I left Liberia, like I said, 14. I didn't even know how to cook
Oh wow.
when I left Liberia. I didn't. I couldn't even cook. I had not even gone through puberty yet. I was so skinny and oh no. But when I came, like I said, when my husband, when the Lord had given him all these business ideas, I I always loved sweets.
Mhm,
I always love sweets. And my love for sweet is not to eat it.
mhm.
It's funny. When you enter my house, you'll be like, where is the party? When? Because even my decoration, my dining table, or like chandeliers, they all have something in it. I just love the presentation of it.
Okay.
And one of the things it does to me, it gives me joy. It's so funny. I
Yeah.
sound like a kid, but it gives me joy. And sitting around the house, I always ask God, help me to do something. I need to be able to do something, but I don't want to do something that everyone else is doing. I love the fact that you said right now when you tell someone in Liberia, oh, let's do this, or look at you. Don't you know I
Yeah.
actually try to do that? Because the
Wow.
business, it's actually a company, it's
Yeah.
registered,
Yeah.
it's international. Like I said, Canada, we in stores. We are actually in stores. So
Yeah.
what I do here is just for me to keep me busy, but I got stores not bragging for selling for me.
Yeah.
You think? So
Yeah.
when I told someone like in Liberia, why don't we do this? Part of, let me speak my colloquial a little bit. Ye,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. That-
Are you serious? What?
Wow.
I said, do you know what you're talking about? Because you won't find stuff like this in Liberia,
Yeah.
nicely packaged. Because our mindset on this
Yeah.
platform, we always talk about the mindset. We
Yeah.
always talk about our mindset. We don't you know we do gifts. We have gift baskets that we deliver to offices. To
Wow.
yes, like I said, when a husband wants to surprise his wife, we do these things. You see, or a
Mm.
wife wants to surprise her husband. She contacts me. Today I couldn't even take some calls because I was getting ready for this show.
Mm.
If I show you my text messages right now, you'll see all the orders for
Wow.
stores. So I do wholesale, I do retail, whatever you want, I do. Because the wholesale, I just sell it to you. I don't care what you do else with it. You put your own price on it. That's what they do, of course. So I give it to them a little bit lesser, that way they can add their price on it. So
Yeah.
how did I come to know it? I love this so much, Prince, that I had to pray. I'm like, God, help me to be able to fix this. And he
Yeah.
gave me such a great idea. And one thing I want to say here is that, so like I said earlier, sometimes when you have a vision, it won't get birth right away.
Yeah.
It takes time. It takes time. This vision did not birth overnight. That's
Mm.
why it's classy, it's full of quality. My heart is into it. Okay,
Yeah.
when I'm doing this stuff, my heart is into it. I went through classes. There were times I would face the coconut candy would mess up on me. But I
Mm.
never take my mistake for mistake. I take
Yeah.
my mistake as a learning process.
Yeah.
I will tell you. Because even the coconut cookies, there are times the first time I fry it all open up in the oil. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
I put too much butter. But I learned from those things. The coconut candy now can be fixing it. It's getting dry on me because I know now that I don't need 3, 4, 5 days for it to get dry. So it takes process, a lot of practices. I went through classes. I had to learn it, and I kept praying. I won't keep that out. I kept praying, asking God for wisdom, for knowledge, asking the Holy Spirit to help me. And my husband Jason sit there, look at me, like, oh, what you doing? Yeah. And but that's how it came about. With the milk candy, that's not too hard to fix. But there's a part of that which is hard, which is the hot area, because you have to roll it right away.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Yeah, you have to roll it right away. Oh wow. See, just the color of this candy gives me joy. So that's how it been. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning, because a great businesswoman do not stop learning.
And you can see, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, we can see it.
I'm still learning. And people call me with special orders, because some people wedding color may be pink and whatever. So I make their candy for that. Maybe they may want blue and green or purple and white. So we try to please all of our customers.
And that's rice bread, right?
Cornbread.
Cornbread, yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like I said, these are the things you go in the store and you see these streets, even in Walmart.
Yeah.
You see there are people. So people make. You would think that they just magically get there, but no, people are making them and giving them to the store to sell. So to see a Liberian, with that idea, it made me thinking now. Are you open for investors?
Actually, yeah, the right one, one.
Yeah, because this can go nationwide. I know you.
Yeah.
Yes, you already have stores that are selling for you, but it never ends.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, and the more you expand, the more. You already have the idea. You already have. They say getting the goose is one thing. Getting them to the store is another thing. You already have those experience. To expand, maybe you would just need you employing people. More people to explain. These are things I see even going on shows like Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Because and they will be amazed to see it, because most of the things on there are things that are unique to only us Liberians.
Yeah.
And so having those, they are colorful and something that can eat.
Yeah.
It's very hard to I don't know that if there are American food or produce that are that colorful and also tasty.
I know, right?
So these are really great ideas, and like I said, you put in Liberia on the map, because you see the for the coconut candy, I've seen it in the Chinese store, but it's not colorful.
No,
it's plain white.
It's plain white.
And it's not. It doesn't really taste like the authentic Liberian coconut candy. People back home overlook these things, but the one thing I would say, like, you find most of the rich people in Liberia not going to stop by and see see somebody on the sidewalk selling coconut candy and buy it. But they can go to the supermarket.
Right? Yeah,
they can go to the supermarket and buy it.
Yeah,
they want to eat it. They want to. Some people were poor before they got rich in Liberia. But they don't trust the person sitting on the side of the road to buy it, because they don't know how to make it. But when they see it in the supermarket, they will. So this is a really great business venture to also extend.
So which one is there? I've been out of Liberia for a long time. Which one is that?
This is Grumpy Candy, but it's another way to make it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And Brother Prince, as you are speaking, thank God for the Lord. The Holy Spirit reminded me. We actually supply restaurants.
Oh, wow.
I know it's so nice. So as we're talking, they're coming. So we supply restaurants. I know.
With a second question with regards to restaurant, and if you can also carry your commodities to the supermarket as well, renowned supermarket.
Yeah, so we do,
Yes, sir.
we supply restaurants, we supply stores, we supply. Some people just want, even some people want me to like just make the stuff, and they will put their own label on it. So
So
you see,
as you can see, this is her phone number and the contact information. You can see it right there. 609-880-3545.
yeah,
And you see it says church events, wedding, birthday, baptism, parties. And if you having your little engagement thing or tradition,
Mm.
marriage payment,
yes,
I pray try to make other people driving so they can pay my this may get drafted.
Y'all please can direct my brother
This
so we
may
can
get
order
drafted.
this thing
You go
for
to
our sister.
okay, so this is the joking thing we've been talking about. Praying will be like, oh, but man, don't that other person don't try that. That person did. Then when the person
Yeah.
said when the person
I don't
got
want no
money,
broke sister-in-law because
once the money
they gotta
business
pay direct.
once the money business start coming in, he'll say, "Oh, that person rich. Go to there." I think my friend, you said the person bad. He said, "No, forget it. That one y'all
Forget
handle
about the
it
bar. Just let it bring the money
later." So yeah, it's like all the girls on there are like, but wait not. The man's supposed to pay my direct. He said, but my brother, he in Hollywood, he got
in.
money.
Yeah.
So
I
he
know.
went to
So, I want to know something, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you have sale agents around?
Actually, right now it's just me and my husband. Prince says something which is very important, and I guess that's our next steps because I can't be going all these places. With I'm a mom, like I keep saying, that's one of my top priorities because I I'm usually driving like all over. So one of the things we're looking into now is to start hiring like deliverers, hiring people that will like you said, still agent to be able to talk with them because it's gonna come to a place where I won't be able to do it all. You know, um, I'm in Jersey, I'm in PA, Delaware, Maryland. I mean, the states goes on. Jersey, I usually deliver um during the week because I'm not far from Jersey. Um, but the other states, like I'll ship. Sometimes my husband will help me on a date. It's a beautiful thing. I love it because we get to spend time together. We drive and we take orders around. But it'll come a time that definitely I'm gonna need a sale agent. Yeah.
Francis Katie Cooper. I'm glad you jumped in it. That's good. I wanted to ask you too because I know you've been sitting there and
I know.
just listening. I wanted you to get involved because you're the journalist
Yeah.
back there in Liberia doing. Sometimes I can see you. You can jump into things. So yeah,
Yeah.
do you have
He
any
asked
other
a lot of
question?
questions too. Yeah. But
Francis,
right now,
Francis, you
you know,
there?
everyone is dealing with me.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm here. So you getting me?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, so currently people are very new to this platform. Assuming somebody just want to bump into you to carry on some order, maybe out of the country, assuming maybe South Africa or Nigeria or whatsoever, maybe
Hmm.
places like Canada. You actually manage to carry on
We
such.
can hear you. I think your voice went low. You cover your phone.
Yeah, how
Like
will you actually carry on say deliver?
um like couple of days ago, my husband had bought me a couple of things from Nigeria, and they came so fast by DHL. So we do ship. Like Canada is one of the places I keep saying we ship. So the person will call me, they will get a number, or they will message me. I want to do this, and I will ask you, is it for a business? Because if you're trying to order for your business, I don't want to charge you the same amount I would charge a person, that's not doing it for a business because I want you to have profit too.
Mhm.
So I would give you an amount based on business level, wholesale level, so that you'll be able to get something for it. And you just provide me your address. Liberia, I don't know because we don't have addresses. But if you have a means of me shipping it to you, definitely it can be shipped as long as true like DHL. any of these FedEx, UPS, stuff like that. Yes, we do ship out of country. Like I said, we ship nationally and internationally.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm so happy for you, sis. I'm so happy for you for all the stuff you're doing. Your customer, if I may ask, your customers, how many of them are Liberian and they're foreign? Is it like where you live? Do you have Liberian community there, or I
We
just want to
do.
ask? Yeah,
We do have Liberians around us, but one of the things I have tried, and thank God for that, try to not just focus on one set of people.
yeah,
No, we have Spanish customers. Um, just the other day I was in Trenton, New Jersey. Like I said, I'm usually driving. That's why the other time I was even in the car, you and I were on live. I'm
yeah.
most of the time spending my car because I'm usually delivering goose. So there was this Spanish customer, he's like, I need it now. I need I'm like, jeez, what
No,
it is
no.
if you got brain food? Yes. And you won't believe it because on my car, I have my advertisement on my car. This is a big thing, y'all.
Wow.
So yeah, the girl saw me in the street. She said, oh, do you have some on you right now? I'm like, you know what she did right there? She just spiked something in me that I need to have it on me. You
Yeah,
Yeah.
know? Yeah. So she said, do you have sweets on you right now? I'm like, no. She said, okay, I'm just gonna take the picture. And she did. And you won't believe how many people that, do you have some on you right now? So I'm like, oh,
Mm.
I need to keep this in the car too. It's like, you know, people want it and they want it right now. But
yeah.
we have international customer, not just Liberian. No, I have a I think she's Nigerian, if I'm not mistaken. This lady is addicted. And but her thing is she want me to give her my recipe. I'm like, no, sweetheart, you
No,
gotta keep
no.
No,
You
no.
gotta be buying.
Yeah, how many
And
people?
plus,
How
yeah,
many people ever went to Walmart to buy certain thing and say,
and
"Y'all give us a
yeah,
recipe"?
yeah,
show me how you fix it. I'm like, no, 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 I can't show you how to
No,
fix it.
never, never do that, sis.
yeah,
Never
Oh,
do
come
that.
on,
That's,
now, come
yeah,
on. I
yeah.
mean, even today, one of the stores, the lady was calling. She said, "Oh, the sweets are all gone. You need to bring in more." So I'm like, "Okay." Like all week, I'm busy.
There's a store around my place here in LA. When I go there, I think that's a, if I'm not making mistakes, a coconut candy. But it's hard than the regular coconut candy that I have. Like when you bite in it, it's so
Uh,
strong. And
ooh,
so, yeah, and there's a way to make it. I'm the man. It's only Liberian coconut candy that I know. This one is
yeah,
like you're breaking your ice, like your teeth will
oh,
almost break. But because I'm from Liberia, I like the coconut candy, so I usually go there and pick it up. So I said, okay, there'll come a time that I will be putting order in from
yeah,
my sister, because I think there's a something they make it with coconut. I think it's a coconut candy, but they make it with coconut thing, and when you chew in there, you can feel the coconut in there, and
yeah,
they package it. I think somebody made that, but probably they steal it from Africa and they just do it their own, but they just do it
yeah,
different than our regular coconut candy that we have. Yeah, and hopefully, there'll come a time that I myself personally, I'll make an order. But for other of you that are watching, a lot of time we do the show, there are people that watch after, so I'm gonna keep saying this. The number is right there. It says 09-880-3545. You can
yeah,
put your order in, and but I want to ask you a question. Between your sweet business and your fashion business, which one do you think is the that gets you that is bigger between the both of them, that when it comes to customers?
oh wow, both actually,
Okay.
um, cause with the suits, most of the time I'm like, we're doing weddings, and one of the things I usually tell, I learned this from one of my vendors. She said, focus on your strength. You can't sell everything, but focus on your strength. And
Yes.
I love that. Like I said, I'm constantly learning. My husband told me something. He said, the best development you can do is to develop yourself.
Yes.
So I'm constantly doing things to develop myself. After having children and all that, you need something to keep you, sane, to keep going. So, with the suits, we do a lot of weddings. We do a lot of occasions, I would say. So I love seeing these people being happy in their suits. And most of the time, the suit would be my husband. But like I said, I do the paperwork. Like I'll do the paperwork side of it. And it really gets me excited to know that someone's going to be feeling good. Someone's going to be looking good. And one of the things that happens is that, let's say someone's suit don't fit them. Um, we we're not going to just throw it on there. So, oh, this is it. This is the measurement you gave us. Because mind you, some of them are sending in their measurement from other
Yeah,
country. We ship
yeah.
South Africa. We ship Nigeria. Most of
And
our
that's
stuff
that's the
is not
reason. That's the reason for those of you that are watching. That's the reason I told you guys that this lady, she's an international business person. It's not just making clothes in her neighborhood. She shipped clothes different places, like
yeah,
different countries, which
yeah,
made her international business
yeah,
person. In a few minutes, and as she was talking, Mr. Prince Abba was asking about this, and the other business, the snacks business. But once she's done, I will start putting the clothes business up there too, so you guys can see.
hmm
Um, and so you guys can see the clothes business, because the clothes business too is one of um those things that I really admire when it comes to it's just that maybe the picture from my end is a little bit smaller. But yeah, but the clothes business is very good. Like she has very good clothes that this is my new best friend dressed in there. He's a supermodel. He's a supermodel for their business. He's really modeling very well. He's a very cool guy when you talk to him, by the way. And this is their
I know.
jacket, very good, like a upscale type of stuff. Yeah, it's like they designed it. I don't know how she does. I don't know how she does all this, because she and my new best friend, her business partner, how they do this, because it takes a lot of work to do everything that they are doing.
Yeah,
But that's some of the clothes you guys can see, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's actually a college buddy.
yeah.
I
Oh,
got.
really? Yeah. These guys,
Yeah,
somebody was getting married, right?
yeah. The
Yeah,
groom
that's a
is a
wedding.
college buddy.
Oh, yeah, the guy with the white, so he's getting
Yeah,
married. Yeah.
yeah.
I can't wait for that day when I'll be telling friend that's my wife. It's all then I'll be standing on that thing and what I'll be whispering to praying, yeah, praying, remember when I told you I'm gonna get married someday? uh, so that's the shoes. They got really good shoes. Yeah, nice shoes too. Wow.
You get size 45?
You wear size 45,
Any
you can wear
size.
size
That
45.
shoes,
Size
but
45
this
get
one,
well.
any size
Oh,
you want.
I
That
forgot.
shoes
First thing you guys
went
are
South
doing it the
Africa.
European
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Me,
I
I wear
love that
size
shoe.
8. And if somebody wears size 11, well,
Wow, this nice.
no,
Yeah,
yeah. So I
that was
see
shipped
they're
to
doing
South
it the
Africa
European
actually. That went South Africa.
praying.
Wow, the good CEO coming, you bring one for me.
No problem.
You know, those are the kind of gifts. That's a nice. So they do
Okay.
all kind of design. It's not just
Yeah.
something, but they do all kinds of design too. Like that's really nice.
I think
So that's
It's
it.
good to
I think in December you'll make one stuff for me just for my initial, the kiddie.
No problem.
No problem.
it's good to see, a Liberian doing this, because usually, like you were saying, we ship to Nigeria. I was like, oh wait. Usually
Yeah,
in Liberia, you hear people, oh, we buying things, we shipping from Nigeria, we importing things from Nigeria, and to hear Liberian sister is saying, we ship everywhere, we even ship to Nigeria. That's really great.
yeah,
Yeah, great effort. I hope that people are seeing this, those who wedding coming up, those who preparing, those who still looking around like somebody on the show. Um, at least they know now where to put in their order when that time
I
come.
know.
So
But
you're not putting finger, huh? You're just saying.
I'm just saying, you know, at least we know that there is a designer, our own sister, and
Oh,
yeah. But this is really great.
well, one thing I don't know, but hopefully when I think on that person will look. Mhm. Yeah, so this is her husband, the guy who helped with the design. He's a very good guy, hardworking guy too.
Mm.
Yeah, so these are the clothes.
That's it,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's amazing. Any of you want to ask question? You want to ask the sis so she can talk about the clothes more. I know we talk about the catering business with the candy and other things. You guys want to ask question about the clothing? Francie, Prince, if you don't have something, then I'll be talking to me. I like talking Benin.
So, also for the clothes, you said, so that is only based on when people put you. Do you have an online store?
We are actually working on that currently
Okay.
to have something for people to be able to see, while we're not interacting with them. But for now, what we have done is that, because we are local right now in our not neighborhood, but in our
Yeah, where
setting,
you can reach.
yeah, what we could reach. And it's just so fortunate that, by mouth,
Hmm.
advertisement went out. Like some people wore some of the suit. Like, oh, who made this for you? That's one of our jackets, our spring jacket. Who made this for you? Oh, it's a company called Adonai. And they contacted us, and like things just start going. So so we're
And,
actually trying to set up a that's actually
and you know why the names of your business are very catchy. You
mhm.
you know, I build website, by the way. So if you already don't have a web designer, just let
Awesome.
me know.
No, yeah, Prince is good in his type of
Yeah,
business.
I build website, but they are very that this names, you can hear it somewhere and think it's a really big
You won't
brand.
forget it.
Yeah, it's not forgettable.
Yeah.
The Caroline
Curling
Sweets,
sweets. Yeah.
now Adona Wear,
What
you
Yeah.
what
know,
what
yeah.
where did that
So
Adonai name come from? Like that name Adonai where? Where did that come from?
Adonai is actually a name of God, one of God's name. Because
Hmm.
because we couldn't have done none of this on our own. When he told me of the business, that this is what he wanted to do. And the next question was, well, what would be the name of the company? Because one thing, our thinking is not small.
mhm,
I didn't tell him, oh, what would be the name of the business? No, we don't just have a business, it's a company. This is a legacy. When we are not around, that our children would be able to carry on, that our grandchildren and our great grand would be able to carry on. So, and I told him, your name or my name not going on it. No, we don't need anything with our name on it. So we had to pray about it, and we got Adonai because Adonai is God. And
Oh really?
so
yeah.
it's,
So
yeah,
that name
Adonai.
came from nowhere, like from not from nowhere, but from the prayer. That's where it just came to
Yeah,
you. Or
yeah. When we prayed
wow,
about it,
no, that's a really
we
good name
prayed
though.
about it, and he
Today you hear about Gucci, Louis Vuitton. You hear about other fashion brand and you I do not wear that powerful enough. That can be really powerful to be a good fashion brand.
yeah,
Yeah.
Adonai wearing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and the clothing, I
Uh,
tell you, I've been to places, and these are clothing you can find on Rodell Drive for sure. Um, that can really go out there, and I hope our Liberian people. Yeah, let me go back to that name. I really like that name too. That's a really good name.
Oh,
I do not
yeah,
wear. That's a very good
Adonai
name.
wear. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what we
Wow.
do as
And
well,
I like the
when
logo.
people,
I like the logo too. You did. Who designed this logo?
he did it.
Oh wow.
Your husband did
Mm-hmm.
that? Wow. That
Mm-hmm.
would be somebody will say it's Prince, Mr. Prince Akbar designed this. He's the super
Yeah,
super. He's a
Yeah.
global designer when it comes to web and
Yeah.
other
He did it.
things. But I
Yeah,
like
he
the I
did.
like the I
Yeah,
like what you
that's why really moving me. That's why you are people most of the time people reach out to me and say, "Hey Prince, I'm thinking about creating my business." And sometimes they talk about design, clothes, sometimes they talk about other business,
Mhm.
other products, and they say, "Oh, so I want you to do my
Mhm.
website." And the very first conversation I have with them, have you started? And for me, I'm not crazy about taking people money, even though I want your money. But
Right.
I'm also, because when you're creating
Right.
an online store, you need products to put on that store. So sometimes I go and
Yep.
tell them, say, hey, my advice to you, before you put a lot of money in creating a store, or they come to me and say, I want you to help me with my social media. I said, before you put your money in these things, create a product. Get people to know the product, get people to use the product.
That's
And
it. That's it.
for you, it's amazing that you already established the product line.
yeah.
You've already have people
Mhm.
ordering, you know.
Mhm.
So you are already there. This is perfect to say, okay, you know what, we want to set up our social media pages.
Mhm.
We want to create our website because you already have
Mhm.
customers now. Just you
Mhm.
just need our online presence for them. For
Yeah.
those who don't know, somebody might be talking to their friend and say, "Hey, you know what? I tasted Carolyn sweets," or "Hey, you know what? The clothes on me, it's from a brand I don't know where," and they say, "Oh, how can I go
Yeah.
online and get the
Yeah.
information?" It's bad to
Yeah.
say for
Yeah.
them to tell the person, "Oh, you know what? I will give you the owner phone number." They don't have a website. So that's one thing I
Exactly.
will encourage you. I'm not trying to sell you,
No, you sell
um,
her. Why you
No,
think
no,
you're trying to
no.
sell her?
but I would
I want
really
you to
encourage,
sell her
because
stuff.
I turn people down most of the time. Not turn them in a bad way, but encourage them. Go and get a product
Mhm.
started first. Even go selling online
Right.
on different
Right.
stores. Then come back and then we
Right.
talk about setting up the website
Right.
store,
Right.
your own website
The
store. But
website.
this is already established. The product
Mhm.
is has been created, is running. You can have
Mhm.
on your clothing
Mhm.
website a form for the people to fill up,
Mhm.
and they could even put in
Mhm.
their measurements and everything, and makes the job much easier for you guys.
Yes.
So when you call the
Yeah.
client, I just work with this client. We build his online store. We set up something like this. They go, people go and put in their measurement, or and it makes it much easier now when he calling the person back. It's just to follow up what it is. It's not the same
Us.
clothing product you are doing. They are different, but it just give that other that extension of your business.
Awesome.
So I already encourage you to
Definitely.
do that. You will
Definitely.
triple your order if
Yeah.
you have your
Yeah.
social media
Oh yeah.
presence too. You will triple your orders if you have a website. I encourage people, don't just put a website up, but also focus on digital marketing.
Yeah.
We are here, my company do that. You will triple. You think you're making money now, but you'll make even more than that,
Awesome.
because for now it's people who are hearing it by mouth, word of mouth, and so it's word of
Mhm.
mouth marketing. When you start
Mhm.
getting targeting people through landing pages, social media campaigns, then you start getting calls that even that salesperson that you want to hire,
Yeah.
they're not just sitting
Yeah.
down there and waiting, or they are not just the
It's
one
true.
spending the time going after to find customer, but the
It's
calls are
true.
coming in. Even you yourself, you can't handle it, or you don't want to handle it. Maybe on the beach somewhere in Grand Bassa, drinking coconut juice, and you just let your people here take over, doing the, but
Mm-hmm.
you are at the point where you have the product now, and
Yeah.
I would just
Yeah,
encourage you to extend it.
Yeah.
So when you're
definitely.
ready, think about it. Let me know. I
Definitely.
can work with
Yeah.
you to
Yeah.
to to
No, no,
do all the
actually,
other part.
it's right. The kind of clothes you have, I think from the first time you and I would talk and you showed me this clothes,
Mhm.
I always said it. It's not. I'm not just joking. For real, the clothes you have, they're very good. There's no
Oh,
way I would get married and I would not. You are not. You are not. There's no way you'll not be my fashion designer
awesome.
for sure,
Awesome.
100%. Because your clothes are really good. Like when I look at your clothes, I'm like, man, these clothes are very,
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, very nice clothes, good
And the thing is,
design.
that clothes he wear like every day.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
So he wear
Yeah.
his own product.
I saw.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I saw the part of it where he's a super gentleman in this stuff. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this one. Yeah,
yeah,
this one.
that's
I'm like, man,
and
he's a
the
really
red and black one too.
and
That's
he's
it.
a supermodel too. He's not looking at the camera. He's the posting for
No,
his Jew.
and
He
never
posted for
looks
his
at the
Jew.
camera.
He's like, yeah, that's good, man. The guy he know how to carry himself. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's good. I think you picked the right person who support everything you try to do, and at the same time you guys work together as a team.
Yeah,
Yeah, you both work together as a team.
yeah,
That's a really good thing. Francie, you still there? We don't want to
yeah.
forget about you. Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
I
here.
know,
I'm
Mister.
waiting to say these American people, they just talking about themselves, they just forget about me.
No,
So
I'm following.
all the thing we're talking, all the thing we are
Mhm.
talking, you got something to say to my sister too?
No, really, the footwears, the clothes, they are all nice. Currently, I'm looking on them. I have already start cutting for them, but December will put in more order.
I
Yeah,
know,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
know. And I also
So,
have stuff like on my Facebook page. I don't know if you
mhm.
can access
Oh
it.
yeah,
It's
I
just
can.
Carolyn,
Let me see.
Carolyn
Let me.
Sweets
What's the name what's the name you use on Facebook?
I can go there right now. Let me see
Carolyn.
if I can.
Yeah.
I can search for
So,
it from.
Mr. Francis, how can I extend in Liberia?
Come again?
Is that
How can I
Caroline?
expand in Liberia? Carolyn Sweets
So
on Facebook.
Carloy. How do you say it?
Yeah. CAROLY.
Oh,
Sweets.
you're breaking in.
Oh, C
Say
A
that. Mm-hmm.
R O
Mm-hmm.
C A ROLYN. Carolyn
Mm-hmm.
Sweets. SWEETS.
Oh, okay. I think I found it. Hopefully that's it.
CAROL.
I think yeah, I found it. Okay, I found it. Okay, so that's it, right? Hopefully. Let me see if let me go to okay.
No,
Is that it?
no,
No?
no,
Oh,
no.
I'm advertising somebody else.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I tell you, we gotta already work on those business pages and
Hmm.
just consistently.
Yeah, no, it's
Uh,
serious.
I I provide
It's
free
serious.
consultation, and any
Okay.
help you can get, I
Caroline's
can give you, to just, because as we're talking now, people
it's
will take your number and
That's
and store
that's
it,
it.
but
Uh,
they
yeah.
could call you, but it's also when you have, when you have the
wow.
page that is always reminding people every time you are
Yeah.
posting new updates.
That's a
As you
great
supply
idea.
clients, you're posting
Yeah,
on there. Then people get more familiar with their business.
it's true.
Somebody doing something, event or something, the first thing, and they talk about thinking about catering, the first thing that come to their mind, oh, Carolyn Sweets. oh, I need some of those treats
So
Yeah.
on my
all
tables.
of you that are
And
watching,
yeah,
all of you that are watching, this is the
Yeah.
page that you can go like, you can go check it out, you can put in your order. They will more said it. You know, like I said, the last time I tried to buy cooking candy, that thing was so high. It was more than what we eat in Liberia. I'm like, man. So if I would even take my time to, oh, you got video.
That's the
Is that a video
commercial.
there?
Yeah, that's commercial. Yeah, it's a commercial. It's a
Oh,
commercial for the advertisement
oh,
for the
sorry.
company. Yeah.
That me and my so that people can hear their advertisement.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that is
I
it.
really like it. That's really good. You, I think you guys are
Yeah.
prepared. You
We
guys
got
been
some
doing
of them
this,
on the page.
huh? I
What
think you're
happened?
breaking up. Hello?
You can hear me? You can hear
Now
me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that there's
E-
another commercial there too.
Okay. Let
Yeah,
me see.
there's another one there. One.
Okay.
I think
This
that's
one.
another one.
This one.
No, that one, that's the suits. That's the suit commercial. You can play it.
All right. Well, I want to hear the soup commercial too. Let's see what happened. You
Go
ready?
ahead. Yeah.
Let me see. Maybe the audio is down. Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow. We'll play one more time.
So he's
You,
happy because he's wearing Adonai wear. He's
the good
dancing
thing
because he's
is you
wearing
guys
all.
know. The good thing is you guys know a lot about branding. You guys know a lot about branding. When you are saying he is wearing, I don't know where, the master of suits. It's like that's really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
Wow.
he's dancing all the way through.
Yeah. So this is the end of the day.
Like getting married. Because one of the commercial you saw cake. So we
Yeah.
do cake. So I do cake, wedding cake, all
Yeah.
that. So it's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
You get your
That's really
wedding
good
suit cake
too.
and your cake. Yeah.
Oh, I got out. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very good to see all of these things where you
Yeah.
guys are. Yeah, you know more about like even branding. You know about branding. Even you create a pen that people can write with. This
Uh-huh.
everything is
Yeah, we
about
got
brand.
what we can. Yeah,
Yeah, everything is about
got what
branding too. But what Brent was saying, to be honest with you, is true. Like digital marketing is everything. Like
Mhm.
you have to put yourself in a position where people can order and they have a lot of options. That's why you and I've been talking about. Somebody, let me put in one up there. It got me laughing. So let me see. The person say, "I'm watching from Tapitan, Niba County."
Oh,
Watching up from Tapitan. Thank you so much. But this is the funny joke. But
um,
when we were playing the commercial, the person was that this guy can dance disco music. Thank you so
yeah, he's
much,
so
Bill.
happy. He's happy.
Bill, thank you so much for commenting. Thank you so much for watching from Nimba County.
I
Uh,
know.
yeah, Nimba County, Liberia. Yeah,
Awesome.
but Mr. Prince Abba, I don't want to be the one who talking too much.
Yeah.
You say, but man, our blackmail deal was for me to talk to.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I have to leave.
Mm,
But yeah, this is this is amazing. And everything you are in the right place. You put Liberia on the map. We
Awesome.
used to make coconut candy, milk candy. Those things are just people would not understand in
Mm-mm.
Liberia, and they just take it
No,
for
they don't.
granted. But
They
these
don't.
are things that are unique to our, when we talk about Liberian
Yeah,
desserts.
yeah.
These are dessert. If you eat and you want to just get something sweet, these
Mm-hmm.
these are treats. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, at that time, some of our things high. When you come home, the old man are looking. You take two milk in and put it in your jar. You come from school hungry, but
I know.
to see it on the world stage by a Liberian, it's not like somebody still. The last time I saw they were selling Potter, but
Yeah,
wow.
by an American, and they were
yeah.
showing, and another white girl was showing how to clean the teeth with
You see?
charcoal. I'm
Yeah,
like, come
yeah,
on, these are our
yeah, yeah,
stuff that have been unique to our people. They go and we
mhm,
overlook it, but they go and see it, and they
yeah,
bring it here and make it out of something. I've seen
yeah.
where they package the charcoal and you can rub it on your face.
Can you imagine?
And they do it with mud too. You rub it on your face
Yeah,
for certain time, and then you wash it off, and it helps your face. And these are
yeah,
things our people take for granted, that is,
yeah.
other people are making money off of,
Making
becoming
money.
$1 million company. So to see a Liberian not overlooking the opportunity but taking on that, if anyone should make money from these things, it should be Liberia. It should be we Liberians,
Yeah,
because we grew up
yeah.
with these things. Then these people going to Liberia, somebody could see the coconut candy and come here, or or these exact things you creating, come here, design the same way you designing it well, but then put it in stores and act like they invented it. So
Exactly.
to see a Liberian doing it is amazing. I just want to say, I want to encourage you again.
Thank you.
The sky is the limit. Don't just stop where you are, but
No.
you know keep pushing, doing the better, and let's see, let's get a Liberian multi-millionaire sister out
Amen.
there who take things that people thought
Amen.
was nothing and make it out of something.
Mhm.
Because this is something, this is a lot.
It is.
You have a lot of products to be everywhere in every store. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah.
So
And Jefferson, thank you for inviting me on the show. I gotta go. And I have to help one of my developers do some testing, but it was great being on your stuff here, and we'll hope to catch up again.
Always. I
Okay.
appreciate you.
Thank you, Mr. Prince Akbar. I
um,
know you say you're gonna meet with Tyler Perry right now. I understand.
Oh, come on.
so
But
yeah,
seriously,
thank you very
thanks.
much, sir.
Yeah.
You're welcome. All right.
So
Bye.
I want to know something with regards to the clothes, right? Or the footwear as well, because many we want to be concerned with regards to the durability of your items, right? Because these are things that comes to people mind. What makes your clothing or your footwear materials more distinct from other, institutions that are also into this?
Very good. Um, hmm, my daughter, my daughter
No,
just commented.
it's so sweet. Oh, her name is Blessing.
Yeah, she's
My
so
little
sweet.
sister name is Blessing too. Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's like
one of the things that we do is all of our clothing are custom made. Our material they are very authentic. One of the suits my husband was wearing over there, I wanted to point out is a Jaguar cloth. All of our clothes are all authentic. They're strictly from the factory. So we're not buying from like third party or second party. We go straight to the source. So most of your suits that you're gonna order from us, it probably will be only you wearing it. You won't find it on people around you. See,
Wow.
our shoes, like yeah. So all of our things, they're all authentic and they're custom made. That's why we're so different from like I don't want to call stores names, but we are different from them because you tell me your flavor and I give you your product. You see? So you tell me what you're thinking. Or sometime my husband will even sit with you and he will sketch some stuff out. You'll be like, oh, okay, can we take that out? Can we most I have pictures that we edit things on our phone. That's my husband right there. We edit things right on our phone. And let's say this suits that Jefferson just showed. If you don't want the lapel is the black thing, the black stuff that right here. If you don't want it black, we'll cross it out and put it whatever color you want it. So it's authentic. It's what you want. It's your flavor. It's your idea coming alive. And that makes you feel so sweet and so awesome. Because when you're out there, you're saying, I created this. I created this. This is my creation. We are here to bring it alive. And you will see the suits just by looking at it. It's not, I would say, Joka Fleck clothes. No, it's not. These are custom made. These are authentic materials. All of our materials are all high class. And like I said, you will you will be the only one wearing it. And these are all from the factory. So we're not going to buy a cloth from someone, come sit down in tailor shop and sew it. No, 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 no. We actually have a company. We, our company producing things for us,
W-
basically.
Will you love? Will you
Yeah,
love to provide? Will you love to provide details with regards to price, especially when it comes to the clothes or the footwears? Because people
no
might get
problem.
attracted to this item
only
based on
if
the
you feel
price
only
and
if
all of
you feel comfortable, or you can say if the
that.
person call
No
you, you can
problem.
discuss price.
Yeah, one of the things I would say is that clothing, like some of these suits, for my husband, he wear these every day. I'm like, can you get some regular suits? But some people may just want it for occasions, and it depends what you want. It depends on the material because the materials are not cheap materials. So it go by the kind of material you you applying for, the kind of material you want, even the shoes. Um, and we can price you based on those things. But I don't want to scare people out there. We we want everyone to look nice. We want everyone to feel nice. I believe in looking good. When you're looking good, you feel good.
It's a
So our
business.
prices are not like skyrocketing. Yeah. So it's reasonable, and we are here to work along with you, because when you wear our suits, you also advertising for me. So I'm not going to put it to a place where you won't be able to, to afford it. It's affordable. I would tell you that. They are affordable. And we also have some, some, not some, but some that are out there that pretty, pretty good. I won't say expensive, but pretty good. But it's affordable. I would tell you that for sure. Yeah.
So the same number that is on the screen
And
right now, you can use it for your clothes, right?
yeah. Yes, you can direct message me. You can WhatsApp me, messenger me. From Messenger, you can use Carolyn Sweets. From Facebook, you message me. Oh, I saw you on uh um Liberian TV network. Can you provide me with such and such information? I'm glad
Yeah.
to do that. You know, I do a
One
lot of
thing,
writing. I'm constantly.
one thing I want to say today was, you know, how we started the show. It was all about you from the beginning to how you came from Liberia to the U.S. The first show you and I will have here is about knowing you, and so this one is gonna be like that. But there will come a time when you are free. This one, you the boss. When you're ready, we can come
Yeah,
specifically. We can have a show for you on your clothing. So this one, I want
sure.
us to do it like that because I feel sometimes when I introduce somebody, we have to go from the bottom and we go to the top. But this time, when we come on a show with you with your clothing, it's gonna be only about the clothing, where we are asking how you got into fashion, that we are showing the fashion like we are doing it today. You know, we are showing it on the screen. People can see the fashion. It's all about the clothing. No other question asked about how you came from Liberia. No, it won't be asked like that. So
Awesome.
yeah, so I want us to plan that one so that I can be like that.
No problem.
Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that?
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
No
So
problem.
I would love us to do that where we can really plan it and then do it like that. Anytime. Well, I can't say anytime because sometimes my job too get in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we can talk together and make it happen where we can actually do our specific show and we don't have to start from the bottom. Because I feel that sometimes when I start from the bottom, those that are watching, as the time by the time we reach to the clothing part of it, some of those people have things to do. So, but
Yeah.
when we go directly to the clothing,
Yeah.
it hit the spot. So yeah, so I just want to ask you to hopefully when you have some time we can really play something again. It could be any day, but
No problem.
specifically on your clothes and your sweets. We can talk about those stuff, those snacks. We can talk about them, and it's just gonna be about that. And you know, how able to we both talk about it and we put it on the screen. People can see your number. But when we start a show, this is how it's gonna be. Like specifically the clothing, the clothing, the clothing, the clothing, and people seeing your numbers like that. They can call you and do this. And it's gonna be like that. This one will be a strictly promote. So hopefully you give me the second chance to do it like that.
No
Uh,
problem.
I
Because
think
it's even better that way.
I've been so excited having my co-host here, who is finally because a lot of people were telling me to say, you need to bring that co-host. Oh, you need to bring that co-host. We don't know. The last time you were talking about her, you said she's a good person. She's there. She got business. So I said, okay, um, no problem. So I'm glad you are able to come on the show.
It's a pleasure.
Bill said from Nima County, he said, we need to promote our mother. Please, you should add, what's that? Manika Lama.
Oh, Monica Lama.
Right. Oh, Manika Lama and soft rice to yourselves. Thank you. Yeah,
You
the Manika
know,
Lama.
I was actually learning about that the other day. That's why I told you I said I'm constantly learning. Because where we are, we don't have those things. And I'm trying to bring those things back. Things that we don't have access to, from back home like that. And I was actually taking some tutorial about that. So definitely, Bill, I'm on it. Thank you for reminding me about that. I'm actually on it. Last night I was learning how to make coconut oil. I'm
Oh,
always learning something.
with all the to be honest with you, somebody may ask, a good Liberian, because they are. Let me tell you, we all been there. I've dated people who were too busy for us. I'm not gonna call
I
nobody name,
know.
but I dated people that were too much busy because they got work going.
Yeah,
How you do the thing? Because the next time that woman look in my eye and say, "Oh, I've been too busy," I say, "You lie." I got my sister who busy. She still got to work and her children. So how you do this thing?
that person literally, I tell
And
you.
still take care of your man, and you are the typical, the real traditional woman who don't, who don't think that the Western mindset, but you think
I
how,
know.
like, you take care of your man, you take care of your children, you're still your business, you're still daycare, you're still teacher, you're still preacher, minister, and
Yeah,
you
a
still all of
minister.
that. How do you do this, my sister? So that the next time that woman look in my eyes, she say, Jefferson, I'm too busy. I said, "No lie."
Oh no. Oh, it's all by the grace of God. Because truthfully speaking, I can't do any of these things on my own. I can't. As I'm speaking to you right now, when I get off this show, I'm gonna go deliver two what is it? Two two platter or 2 dozen of donuts. Like
Oh
literally.
wow.
Yeah. So what it is that, like I said, I can do anything. I cannot do anything without God. I
Wow.
ask him every day for strength. I ask him every day for zeal, because I want my children to be able to know that you can do it. You can do it. Okay. And my husband, I have a great support. I have a great support. If I do not talk about him on this live, I won't be doing myself justice. I have
Yeah.
a great support from God. I have a great support from the Holy Spirit, and I have a great support from whom. So it's not like we see it like, a family thing. So even coming here to do the setup, my girls are with me. We put it together. We all put our hands to it. So it's not just me. I wouldn't lie and say, "Oh, I'm the one to." Yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the canning making. But they're there with me, just seeing them, talking with them. Get out of the way, all that. It keeps me going, And I cannot be complacent. I can't. I cannot. I want to be
So,
able to. I
some
can't.
something tells me you are the CEO of the business. Is that right, or what happened? Me, I like to hear this thing.
You speak in my mouth, but it's the truth. It's the
Okay.
truth. It's the
Okay.
truth. He tells me to, like I said, one the advice my husband always give me is that the best development you can do is to self-develop yourself.
Yeah.
As you can see, I know this is not about it, but this is all my hair. So I'm constantly doing things natural. Um, I have an important day coming up, my birthday. So I went yesterday to get my hair done. So coconut oil is one of the things I use for my
When's your
hair.
birthday so we can celebrate it?
The 27th, next week Wednesday.
I
Is
won't
I
be
need your
working
car
for
for
that
that
birthday.
birthday.
As for now, I won't be working. That's when we need to plan to bring you back on the show again, so we can.
Oh, okay.
Will you be okay with business and birthday celebration at the same time? My birthday celebration, I did something.
I know, right? Definitely I will
We,
ask my husband. No
we
problem.
will
I will
talk
ask.
about that behind closed door. Don't
Yeah,
mind. Even I know
yeah,
family will want to have a family time, but
yeah.
that's good though, sis. I really appreciate you, like all the good stuff you're doing, and the kind
Mhm,
of person you have been to
mhm,
always care about. Some people come here. That's one thing I want to ask you. Some people come in the U.S. They completely forget about Liberia. They say, you know what? I went through a lot of tough time in Liberia, like you were saying. During the war, you wasted a lot of tough things going on
mhm.
there.
Yeah.
And some people come here, they say, you know what? I don't want to have nothing to do with Liberia. Unlike
Yeah.
those people, some of us, for me, my mindset was I want to start a media business in Liberia. that will showcase Liberia and bring out the truth of what's going on in the country than BBC or anybody saying this is what happening in Liberia when the true thing is going on in Liberia. So
Yeah.
that was my mindset, and I really wanted to be somebody who one day I can go back to influence people.
Yeah.
But everybody don't have that mindset. There are people that will say that country, the bad country, because they have bad experience there. They'll say that
Right.
country, the bad country, don't go there again. That place, that horrible place.
Yeah.
How did you do it? You came to the country, you have everything going, but you still eat, sleep, dream Liberia. You and I would talk all the time, and everything you say, everything about Liberia, you're cool. You and I interview my sister, Sisi, which was
Yeah.
the easy thing. And
Yeah.
you compose yourself well, and Sisi too, she was amazing. She composed herself well. But
Yeah.
overall, how did you do it to be doing all of this? Your life all together, you having good life, and to still have Liberia in mind as your country.
I love my country. Love my country. Sometimes me and my husband will sit down because my husband is partially Tanzanian. So we sit down, we just talk. He rather didn't grow up in Liberia much
Mm,
compared to the way I did.
yeah,
So and even if he did, he didn't know nothing but tough times.
yeah,
He
I hear you.
didn't. Mm-mm. So when we're talking, I just sit on all day laughing at me. So but it's where we're from. Truthfully speaking, you won't even know. Sometimes I miss the scent of the mud house. I miss that scent. I don't know. Someone may be laughing at me, but I miss that scent. And like even when it rains, there's a special smell. It's funny because these are the things that Sometimes I'm talking about it, I want to cry. It reminds me of my country so much. Our country is a place of liberty. It's a beautiful country despite all the stuff that's going on. You can still be in Liberia and know that I'm home. Having your neighbor. Yeah, you can just walk the streets. You know that. You can just who you going to visit. Back home, you see our grandma and them walking. You see us walking home from school. I mean, it's different. It's
Yeah.
different. It's just different. Plum season, the plum falling from the
Oh
tree.
yeah, I
You
think some of this. I think some
thing
of
is different. And these are things when I think about sometimes it just brings tears to my eyes. It's so beautiful. Back home is so beautiful. Though we may say the place is hard, but you're not waking up a bill on your mind.
Oh yeah,
You're not waking
yes,
up, "Oh, I
yes.
gotta go pay the water bill." Or even every
But
time you
but
flush
let me
the
tell you,
toilet.
let me tell you, my sister out here,
Out here, out here,
somebody's doing that.
you gotta feedback.
Yeah, somebody's doing that. Either my friend Francis were trying to watch us while he doing that. But anyway, yeah, but out here the thing is sometimes
Sometimes
there come a time that you're in problem and you want to ask somebody for help. The first thing the person will tell you, go to the bank. Maybe
yeah,
you should get a loan. Back
yeah,
home, people will get together, they will help each other. If somebody died, they will get together, collect money, and help each other out.
yeah.
Liberia, there's something that I just the new generation says is bad. I just hope that people can
And
still
that's
remember
the thing.
the
That's the
black
thing.
time. Yeah.
See, and my sister, my church sister, she's actually in Liberia. My pastor is actually in Liberia right now. He's coming home. Chelsea. He's coming home. He's coming back to us next week. He's coming back on my birthday. Um, Liberia is a place like you're saying, like back home, the kids will be able to go to auntie or Christmas Day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
With that so much money, like the other day, my sister came from Liberia. I'm like, how is it now? She said, sis, it's not the same. In
Yeah.
the evening, we'll take bath, we'll put our powder on our neck, and we'll sit and be talking stories. And you'll see
Yeah.
the kerosene ball passing by the kerosene. She said,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
know, way back in the days, those things don't happen like that no more. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I said, these are things we miss. The jack o' lantern in the morning, wake up,
Yeah.
all your nose all black.
Yeah. I remember when I was growing up long time ago in Sino County in the morning, the first thing I wake you up, the crew people like that fufu. So there was you hear the crew person say fufu now, wow, I'm like, okay, that's my alarm clock. It
Eh,
means around 6 a.m. But it's
eh.
like the old days nowadays, I think especially on Facebook, it's getting worse. Everybody now they want to start their own drama Facebook show and start,
We didn't
all
have
that.
none of that.
Yeah, we never had any of
We
those
didn't
things.
have that.
Yeah,
It was so nice.
yeah. I'm
Oh, Front
watching.
Street.
Yeah, I'm watching from Front Street, Monrovia, Liberia. Thank you so much, Israel, for
Uh,
watching us. I like your
Mr.
name by the
Dolo.
way, Israel
Yeah,
Jacob Dolo.
yeah.
Are you related to Darius Dolo? I'm just asking you. I interviewed Derek Dolo here before. Is that why you're thinking? Let me see. Somebody say money
Morning,
Kalama.
Kalama.
I
Okay,
think they heard. I think they
everybody
heard
just
what you were
watch
trying to
it. I
say.
will learn it.
Yeah. People
I'm
may say
on
money.
it.
If the sister put the money Kalama on, would you guys order? Because that's important too.
Okay. So that's the next project, Jefferson. I gotta
Yeah.
learn that. I was
I
asking,
forgot, but I
actually
forgot money
learning.
Kalama though. I really forgot money Kalama. It's been a while. What is
Yeah,
money Kalama?
it's nice though.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
the money Karama. I can't wait. No, seriously, sis. I need to go to Liberia first. Then I'll come to America and drag you and my new best friend to Liberia
I
and take
know.
you there. Yeah,
I know.
because you're the business people. I'm saying they drag, but
I know. I know. I
yeah,
know.
but in a good way. I will bring you guys to Liberia. Then we can really start good businesses there. These businesses you are doing. I'm sure people have this kind of stuff, but it's different. But
It's different.
if we can do it in a very good way, here people have McDonald's, they got this, they got that.
I
We can
know.
create businesses in Liberia that have tradition in certain way
Yeah.
that people can look at and say, okay, this is the business is structured in certain
Yeah.
way. And when you come here 10 years from now, it's still gonna look the same. And
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff we need to really focus on. But my sister, before we go, let me ask you then one question. Me, I
Yes.
used to join Liberia, and I know you do the same, but I just have to ask you it. All the business you're doing, you're an international woman, you're a global woman now. One day, Ronaldo, Messi, they'll be wearing your clothes.
Amen.
Do you have any plan going to Liberia soon to start either the sweets or the clothing business?
Of course, Jefferson. Of course. I'm glad we came on live today because
Mhm.
most of the time, like when people see these things or when they see me doing them, they didn't think it was this big. No, yeah. So what it is, Bill, I actually saw these things, but I didn't do them in Liberia. I knew them, I went to go buy them, but I didn't stand there for them to make it.
Well,
Um,
for the
no,
first time, sorry, for the first time, I had somebody from South Korea. That's the something.
oh
Promise Okiki.
yeah,
If
please don't
I
forget
say your
about the
name
food
right,
right in the
yeah.
morning too. Actually, Korea. They're talking about breakfast food. So all these things I learned them here. And yes, I do. That's why I was asking Mr. Francis, how can I expand in Liberia? Because it's not for the matter of fact, if I want to, I need to, because this is where it all derived from. But you need the right people, Mr. Jefferson. You need the right people. You need the right mindset. You need people that will know that you can just slap this thing in a plastic bag and go sell on the street. No, you can't. You have to be different. And that is what Carolyn Streets and Cuisine is all about. The cuisine aspect of this company, we don't do one bowl, two bowl. No, because what we are different. Like I said, we cater. We don't even do kobo. Like especially during the pandemic, that's when the cuisine really popped up because the pandemic. there was a lot of social distancing. So I used to do a lot of cooking, and I would cook for people for like the whole week. So they would carry the food. They won't have to be going to the stores, So that's how we do. So when someone wants something for their home, we prepare it for their home. And it's just for them. Our company is all about personalizing your item, you know. It's all about you. So Jefferson called me. So, oh sis, this week I feel like having some flour sauce and fufu. And also if you can add like a platter of fried plantain and fish. So it's all for him. So nothing leaving over.
Sister, when I was in Philadelphia the last time, I wish I knew you by then. I would like, because my team, the people that I was with, I had like a lot of team of people.
Uh-huh.
They saw me, the Hollywood man who worked with
I
Snoop Dogg,
know.
who worked with this. So they took me all around Philadelphia, different places. And
Yeah.
we were hanging out. Even like there's a video that I posted on our page
Yeah,
called
I saw with the fufu.
yeah, with May Meyer, I tried to throw the thing up, and
Yeah.
May Meyer is a Liberian superstar too. I tried to do the fufu thing, it was not working because it's like it's sticking in my hand, but it was fun. If I knew that, because we had a car that we were driving around the whole day, and if I knew
Uh,
that, I would have said, sis,
no
please,
problem.
yeah, that coconut candy, we would have ordered a lot and a lot
I
of things.
know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
Facebook is hindering our culture. I speak
I feel
better
better
dialect
in the
in
US
the
than this.
US than the school
Oh
age.
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, but I think Facebook is there, but at the same time, we the people are the one that giving Facebook that. If we know how to do things in the best way, Facebook will not do anything to us. The people are like the young generation now are following what people are saying on Facebook, and now people are trying to learn that whatever somebody say on Facebook, it go viral, and so that's the way to do it now. So if I have to do this, it will be what I can do to get famous, to get noticed, and so a
Mhm.
lot of people are following those stuff now. But I think as a people, it depends what we throw out there. It depends what we want people to see. And that's just how it is. Like a lot of times you follow me on my personal Facebook page, I post my work more than my personal stuff. When I'm on a vacation or trip somewhere, you never know. People say Jefferson doesn't travel. I say, you lying, you. Me, I can go to places you would not know. It's not like
I
I have
know.
CK, but it's I throw what I want people to see. If I'm with a girl, I say, "Hey, I'm hanging out with this girl," but
Mhm.
I don't have to throw more about all our
Mhm.
barrel issues. So
Mhm.
whatever you throw out there, that's what Facebook sees. So that
Mhm.
part of it I understand, but it's just us that throwing stuff out there for Facebook. Facebook is just a platform. It's like a gun is just there laying down. If somebody pick it up and
Mhm.
shoot somebody, you that
It
pick it
becomes
up,
hot.
you blame yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I understand what you are saying, but the social media we can blame it, but we have to blame ourselves too because we are they say gun don't shoot people. People pick up the gun and shoot
Right.
people. Yeah,
Right.
so yeah,
Yes, I do want to go Liberia and establish there. And that's
yeah.
what I'm actually looking into right now. And
I
praying for the
just
right people.
Yeah, since I think it will come a time that my brother asked that question, if you were looking at investors, I think that would be a great idea for
Mhm.
some of us to all put our hand behind you to see
Amen.
how we can start even a Liberian branch. Even if you have your US thing here, but we all can put our hand behind you to start a really good Liberian brand,
Yes.
something in Liberia that can really change a lot.
Mhm.
Whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a clothing store that specifically
Mhm.
here in
Mhm.
Liberia, where we can
Mhm.
all promote and take it to the next
Mhm.
level. But sis,
Mhm.
how do you encourage young girls or women, you know, who came from Liberia, went through all of that you went through, you came to the US, and you still made something of yourself, and you didn't think about everything that you saw in Liberia, and you still made something of yourself. Yeah, you are. That like my little talk that I always do. You own half of Philadelphia.
Mhm.
And you're an international woman. How will you? What advice do you have for? On a serious note, what advice do you have for young women or people, even people who are experienced of survivors?
Awesome. Just to close off the Liberia topic, it's amazing because don't you know people from Liberia had contacted me to order? They're funny. There's this man,
Wow.
he kept he kept messaging me. He was getting mad because I'm like, but who is this? Yeah, he was getting so mad. Oh, I need my breakfast. Where are you? Where's the location? So when I
Oh,
seen
because
the
I
address,
thought you were in Liberia.
yes, yes, because he had seen everything and he really wanted to support. He told me what he even wanted. And when I seen the address, he laughed. He sent me the message. He said, "Oh no, I'm in Liberia." I said, "Oh, yeah." He said, "I thought you were right around here." I said, "No, I'm in the States." So that's just for that. But message to my sisters, my mothers, aunties out there. You're looking at a woman that have been through a lot. If I even explain my personal life sketch or things that challenges that I faced in the past, you wouldn't dare believe that any of that could have happened. But one thing the Bible says is that your tomorrow is greater than your today. And Paul said something, he said, I press, towards the mark of the high calling, forgetting those things that are behind me and pressing on. We can't keep looking back. We got to keep looking forward. If you keep looking back, you won't reach your destination. You got to keep going forward and do not be comfortable with where you are. Do not. John said, "Oh, you know, I have this job, or I have this career, or I have this degree. I'm married now." What should really limit you? Nothing should limit you because sometimes we think, oh, because most women they think because they're married, so that's it. No, your life don't end there. Or some women think because they had a bad breakup. Trust me, I've been there, done that. But that don't complete you. That don't define you. You are greater than that. You are. And we all have what we need in life inside of us. I will repeat myself. We all have what we need in life inside of us. Whatever problem you're going through, you have the answer inside of you. You do. Because the Bible did say that He has given us all things pertaining to life and to godliness. So everything you need, everything I need, it is inside of me. It is inside of me. That's why, by the grace of God, these candy who have been birthed out because they were already inside. I was impregnated with them. All these businesses, I was impregnated with them. My husband was impregnated with them. So whatever you need in life, it is inside of you. When the Bible said, or when the Lord said we should be fruitful and multiply, people just think it's just having babies. No, it's way beyond that. It's way beyond having children. You have to leave legacy. You have to impact your generation. You have to. You need to affect your generation with great change, godly change, changes that will cause a young girl to say, seriously, sis Faith could have been a millionaire off of milk candy? Really? I think I can do better too. I think I can do something greater. And yes, you can. Yes, you can. And there's a lady in England. She's a millionaire today because of what? Pepper sauce. And I can whip
You
out a
see?
good pepper sauce
Yeah.
right in my kitchen. You see, pepper sauce. So I just want to send a message out there that you have that thing inside of you. It is within your belly. Such sit down. First of all, you have to do a self-evaluation. What do you like? What do you see yourself driven to? What do you see yourself keep thinking about? What is it that comes and goes? When you sit in, will just come to your mind and you'll be like, that won't work, man. Go and write the vision down. Earlier I told you I write a lot of letters. Write the vision down because at your front, I won't say at the end, in front of you, you will visit those visions and you will see yourself putting them into place. All these things were visions, and I wrote them down. And there's a lot that have not even been implemented yet. So, because like the gifting part of the business, it was something that just came up. You see, you see people sending gift cards, sending gift baskets. Now we're doing that. I had to write it down because great ideas are slippery. They are slippery. Once it comes, write it down quickly because there's an enemy that comes to steal. That idea may be stolen from you in a twinkle of an eye, and you'll forget, and you'll be like, what was I thinking about? No, have a notepad. A productive woman always use her finger to write. Don't use your finger to be pointing at people. Use your finger to write your vision. I have so many notepads in the house, so many notebooks. Write your vision. Have a diary. Write your vision. After you have written them, pray about them. After you have prayed about them, just keep looking at them. Keep looking at them and keep seeing yourself in that. I see myself as a CEO. I see myself as a wife. I see myself as a mother. All these things that God has blessed me with, I have seen myself as them. So I cannot have a vision for you. You can't see for me. You have to see for you. So to my sisters out there, no matter how battered and scattered things have been, rise up. You have it in you. Maybe cold water. But how are you packaging your water? Maybe it may be, I don't know, Kool-Aid, sour milk. Package it in a way where when someone see it, but I gotta try this. You know, it won't be something that will look at and just turn a face. No, let it be eye-catching and pray about your vision. Pray about your vision. Do not look down on your vision. Pray about your vision. And the more you pray about your vision, ask the Lord to help you. Ask Him to guide you and speak it out. Speak it out. Don't get tired speaking. God created the world by speaking. He said, let there be this, let there be that. It was man. He said, let us make man. He used a hand. But when it came to things, he spoke. He spoke. So speak it out. Speak it out and continue to believe in yourself. Faith may believe in you, but when you don't believe in yourself, it's a major, major crisis. Believe in yourself. You have worth. All my sister out there, someone may have been molested, someone may have been raped, someone may have gone through a bad breakup. Maybe there'll be a time my husband and I would sit down, we'll talk. I've been through a breakup before, but guess what? I'm so happy that it happened because now I have the best husband ever. So whatever that left you, I will repeat, whoever that left you or whatever that left you was not meant to be there because your better is ahead of you. Look at me today. Look at me today. If I would have sat back and said, oh Lord, name is she. Look at the big engagement that we went through.
All you're eating candy, and the next thing you know, you're just sleeping and just not want to do nothing.
My dear, you see? So just focus. You can do it. God loves you. I love you. You can do it. If God can help you with this stuff, you can do it too. It's not, oh, sis fit no more than me. No, I'm constantly learning. Like these people, it's a confirmation because I'm telling you, I was just a couple of nights ago, I was up learning about money kalama. And sometimes, just to let you know, sometimes I don't go to bed till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Where you are, everybody been suggesting money kalama.
Can you imagine? I'm
Yeah,
telling you, I was online learning about money kalama. I'm like,
yeah.
how do I do this? And I'm like, but now I believe
Now I remember money kalama is, I think, that cold rice that it made with
there's
something
little
that,
balls. It's little
yeah,
balls.
yeah,
With
It's a
little,
little bob.
yeah.
It's a little bob. Like they fix it in this way. Normally, when you get a rice, you place the rice in the water. It's soaked for like some hours, and
See,
then
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call
in
you.
like we beat it. We beat it in the mortar. So
Yeah.
after you
Mhm.
finish beating it, and then you try to do one or two things around it and start to wrap it because when you beat it, it is soaked, so it becomes very easy for you to be wrapped like small bob. Yeah. So this is how they fix it.
Francie, I'm glad you're still on. I appreciate you a lot. I know Liberia is an on and off thing, and
I'm
I
gonna
know
be calling
your,
Friday for the
your
recipe.
LEC's already left, and you're still on. I appreciate you a
Yeah,
lot.
it's still here.
But
Yeah,
I
ready
just,
to appreciate
but
it.
I just want my sis to give her. Do you have a closing statement? Francie, you can stay on so we can talk.
I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you for your time. Thank you. I appreciate Francis ever so much. As you know, before I even got to know him, I had called you and we're talking about him, how much
Yeah,
I
that's
admire his work, how much I admire his ethics and stuff like that. So I do appreciate you all bringing me on here. I pray that young women will be able to see this and know that don't overlook yourself. Like I said, when I leave from here, I'm
that's
looking at
that's Sally. Yeah, Sally. My
Sally. Hi,
Sally who
Sally.
does Sally who does some of the big stuff too. Sally is one of those people that does the
So
redemption,
let me
like
come closely now.
conference center. She does a lot of big stuff. So
Yeah, yeah, a lot.
now that I'm preaching, my friend Francis, she's like, we can see. Yeah, I've been watching.
Oh,
It's,
yeah, I appreciate her
Sally,
too.
we still like you. Oh, Sally,
I,
you my bestie. Yeah, but
yeah,
Sally's a loyal person too to me. Like she
yeah.
been,
I see a lot of her courage too. She
yeah,
did a lady the keke. I
yeah.
saw
The
that.
keke lady, that's Sally. That's Sally that did the
Yeah,
keke. Yeah,
I
she's
saw
the
that.
one. So Francis
I,
does a lot of the breaking news. Sally does a lot of the interview type where she go to places, talk to
okay,
people. She
okay,
even did a
okay.
video right now that is on our YouTube channel that I'll post it on Facebook too. But Bunk County, she went to Bunk County. She did how people make the red oil, like the step by step how
Oh
they do the
yeah,
red oil. Yeah, yeah,
okay. I
yeah.
had
She does
shared
that,
that
and
with my husband, but I didn't watch it.
yeah, she did a
I just
road trip thing. She did a road trip in Bond County. She did a lot of videos that, and for me, when they make this video, I watch it. Oh, it's not because it's on our platform. It's because I miss Liberia so much that sometimes I
I'm
watch these
really
videos, and I learned a lot about Liberia too. Like even there's a guy. We have a new guy in Granada now who made a video about somebody creating a luxury entertainment center in Granada, and
look
I'm
at
like,
that.
I say I had no idea that the place.
You see,
Let me tell you, sis, if you watch that video, you tell me the same thing too. That
you
guy
see,
made that video, and he built that place, but the place is great. It's really nice. The creativity of that place was very
you see,
nice.
you see.
Even like the stairs that they create in the place and the conference area, the place is so clean. Because I'm
Awesome.
learning the critiques of people that manage things in Liberia. They
Mm-hmm.
don't they don't maintain stuff. That's my number one critiques. But that
That's
place, when you see the place is very clean, and I was like, man, that's really good. I didn't know that place existed until
you
the
see,
guy made a video. I'm the man. I gotta hire more people in different counties so that
you
we can
see.
see how this county look because Monrovia
Awesome.
is horrible. But when you see different counties, yeah, I gotta be honest, Monrovia is horrible. But when you see different countries, they are more clean. Like when you see some places, even a village in Liberia is cleaner than Monrovia. And so
Oh
when
wow.
every time they post those type of videos, I watch that video. But I don't want to keep
Awesome.
you too long, sis. I know you say you have some delivery to make for your business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I'll bring you on again sometime. Like I said, I'm trying to manage in a way that you will always come on the show and that the next time we will come in strictly business where we talk about your business, we sell your stuff.
No
So I
problem.
hope
No.
next time we can plan it, even if you have some time, but we will talk behind closed door. I know
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow is the first day,
Yeah.
but we will decide. We will decide the best time
Yeah.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Thank
but
you. Yeah.
is there anything else you want to say before you go?
No, I appreciate you all. Solid. Thank you, Mr. Francis. Thank you. Prince. I thank you all. I
I see
appreciate you.
somebody smiling. Is that my new best friend, my little niece?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see just the mom. We gotta eat now. It's dinner time. What you doing?
We're
But
going to delivery.
thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
I gotta know that you do so much. And I'll
Yeah.
bring you on the show sometime.
You know
Keep
the
you
funny
too
thing is,
long.
a lot of people gonna watch and gonna be like, huh? Really?
Yeah.
People around me don't know it.
But I didn't know. I didn't know that. All I knew, my sister did catering and the clothing. I didn't know there's a daycare and something else and teaching. and
Mhm.
then you have the minister. I think you're a minister, right? That's
Mhm.
five different thing. You are
Even
the real.
tomorrow, by God's grace, I'm supposed to be taking over because Pastor is not here. So I'm
Oh,
supposed
so
to
you're gonna
prepare
be
for that.
preaching. I wish
Yeah.
I wish I were around your place to come to your church. Yeah, because
Pastor is in Liberia, so tomorrow is my day.
wow. Well, congratulations. Go
Thank you.
there, do your thing, and
Amen.
pray and pray for me or pray for your brother
Of
because
course.
we are in Hollywood is like you are in the
Oh, I know. Whew,
yeah.
whew.
We are trying our best to keep our whole personality going, but there are
I'm
so
telling
many
you.
tempting. We get tempted a lot. There's so much going
I
on here.
bet.
Yeah,
I bet. That's a
but
lot. That's a
that's what
lot
my
going on.
brother was saying. You gotta pray over your brother Jefferson. I was saying that, but yeah, but actually, but you never, if you are somebody who believe in yourself and know where you come from, you never change for nothing.
That's
And
it.
everybody who knows me, before you go, I was working recently when I was working with the Obama Special A. I posted a picture.
Yeah.
Obama Special A,
Yeah.
she the Obama A during the Obama administration. And this girl, I was doing that project with her, and somebody and we were joking around, and the person, I said something and the person said what, and I said, come on man, you got to understand my English for now. I'm a Liberian, my
Yeah.
accent is always different. And then they started laughing, and then a guy walked up to me. He was like, look at my last name, I'm Jebo, I'm from Liberia. And because you say you're from Liberia, he's a production assistant, and like he's below my position, but he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I can't believe you said that." And so we were talking. He was like, "From now on, you inspire me to always be myself because I can't believe someone of your position
And see?
was too proud to say this stuff." I said, "Why would I be ashamed?" And I was so excited that I inspired him. That guy, his
Yeah.
name is Eric Jeff. If he ever see the video, he will comment and say that he was like, I
Uh,
can't believe. He said sometimes he feel uncomfortable telling people that he's Liberian because he
hey.
he been in the U.S. for a long time and he can't speak any of our simple English. But he saw that
Oh,
I was bragging, saying, "I'm a Liberian man. You need to get used to my English now by now because I'm a
yeah.
Liberian." And I was so proud of the way I was saying it. He was like, I'm so inspired to even be saying that all the time. I can't believe that I never met any Liberian in the business.
As a
So
Jefferson, you won't believe when people see this candy. I mean, some people cry.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like,
it's true.
oh, oh,
Yeah,
since I was a little child. Oh, I mean, some people like Jersey. I have a vendor that, and when vendors are ordering, they're not ordering little, they're ordering a lot.
that's
So
true.
she said, you won't believe it. Your people are so happy, and they can't believe that this is a Liberian. I mean, why people keep saying that?
Yeah.
Who did you come from Liberia?
It's because Liberians, like our thing, we don't promote like I'm telling you, in LA, there's a one Liberian store that I ever been to. But let me tell
What?
you, yeah, the Liberian store here, that's the only guy that I know that represent Liberia. But let me tell you, if you were making these things and I see it, I would go crazy about it. Because when I
Yeah.
go to the Liberian store, I fill my trunk with things. I fill
Eh,
my I'll buy everything. And he will be like, Jefferson,
I
I'll
said,
take
I
that.
mean, women, men, they're so
It's great.
much. Oh. I said, other lady, like literally, like crying, like since she was a little girl, she haven't seen these things. And
All this
I'm,
stuff you're doing, they're amazing. Like
yeah,
coconut candy, all this stuff, they're amazing. Like I would
yeah,
see them too and be like, oh my God, like I'll be like them. But I'm so happy for you. Keep doing these things. Like keep promoting LIB, put LIB on
mhm,
the map, keep doing your thing.
mhm.
Yeah, hopefully a lot of Liberian will see this video, even if they're
Yeah,
not today.
definitely.
Yeah, if it's not today, next time they can see the video and promote you. I know we've been here for a while, but
Yes.
hopefully we can keep sharing, and if
Mhm.
hopefully a lot of people can order from you. Just so you know, like I always say, the woman, she got her business partner. And you shouldn't come here and be saying all that nonsense. I always say this when I bring somebody on.
That.
Yeah. Can someone else comment so my comment can? Yeah.
Sally, you're famous. That's why it's up. Session.
No, Sally, you will comment right now because we are about to leave. So your comment will be the last one.
I
But
know.
yes, but Francis, do you want to stay on so we can talk? Then I can let my sister go.
Yeah, yeah, no problem, sir.
Do you have any last thing to say to my sister before she go, Francis?
Yes, sir. I'm getting you. No problem, sir.
Yeah, I said, do you want to have? Do you have anything last to say to my sister before she go?
Oh, I just want to say thank you. Keep doing what you are doing. It's amazing. It's nice to see a female like you really venturing into such. Is really, really difficult. Most of our female along the way, they will be, they will stop due to some stereotype thoughts. Really appreciate you and hope that at least maybe in coming years billionaire, but a billionaire. Today, I says Faith, she is now a billionaire and she controls a lot of enterprises around here. So thank you for
Man,
the
amen. I appreciate it. Thank you
I
so
can't
much.
wait for her to be a billionaire, for her to buy her airplane, so that me, I will be riding that
And
airplane
both of us
everywhere
will
she
be,
goes.
of course, of
Just don't
course.
forget about me or my sister. I
Oh,
here
please,
for
this
you.
is where we started. We can't
I
forget.
wanna, I wanna be in that airplane. The last time I flew a private jet was to New York with some of the good friends that I knew. And other
No
man,
problem.
I wish this were every day. So I want to
I
do that
know.
to my sis too. But sis,
I appreciate you.
thank you so much for coming. And don't we want to break it on specifically for your business.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Francis, I'm going to be calling you for the money calamar recipe.
Spencer, you hear that? Spencer?
yeah.
If I
Did you
hungry.
hear my
I,
sister said she'll be calling you for the money calamar recipe?
I know it. I, I,
yeah, I'm going to call you. You'll teach me how to do it. Yeah. All right,
well, yeah,
guys.
okay.
Tell what Juanita, if you did say her goodbye.
Oh,
Sally, I love you.
Sally?
God bless. Love you all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
She
you, Sally,
said
for
good night.
watching. I didn't know you were even watching. Thank you so much, Sally. But thank you so much, sis. I'll
Yeah.
talk to you soon.
Good night.
Good
All
night.
right. Bye bye.
All right. Oh, let me see if I can move her since she. Okay. Fancy, you still there, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. Unfortunately, no
All right.
LEC.
Yo, man, you're in the dark. Well, Diana B, I'll talk to you for a little bit before we go. You can tell me some of the G's, and then before we go, what new in Monrovia, Liberia right now? What are some of the things that we need to know about?
There have been some issues here. Basically, currently now, we have the issue about the asset recovery team, and we
Mhm.
also have this issue about the disaster management team, and also with regards to this Kinjaz issue. So these are key training issues currently
I want to know about
right
the
now.
Kinja issue, though. I thought the Kinja issue was solved the last time when all the people went there. You went there to bring it live. What's still going on in Kinja?
No, it was solved by just trying to place it among breaking issues because
Oh, okay. So how is
among
the
national
Kinja
issues.
issue now? Can you explain it to us? What happened? What with the Kinja issue
Yeah.
before we get to the asset management?
So the last time when the police director and other government official went there, including the Internal Affairs Minister, their then Mr. Daba Allen should leave. And I think, me say, if you see the video that was posted on our page, all of their response were coming. When you ask them, what do you want to say? Oh, want Daba Allen to leave. And Daba Allen is the country manager. And they were very persistent, saying that if Daba Allen don't leave, definitely they will not give any platform anyone to have any conversation with them. And fortunately for them, they were told that with immediate effect, Daba Ali has been suspended. And when the internet, query, people were like angry. They said, no, they don't need to be suspended. They need him to leave absolutely. So, based on the tension that was mounting for, and then I think there was some executive call made and a lot more. So, the Internet Affairs declared that as of today's date, Daba Allen will no longer be found around the premise of B Mountain. So the citizens gathered in that number, they were jubilant. Also, there was an issue because during that time of the protest, I think 3 to 4 Liberians lost their life and some got wounded. So they also raised concern about that, and we also received information that some of the parents of these guys who were wounded or got killed in the process, they me say the family members went to me say the government official know, but then according to information received from the Internet Affairs Minister, he said nothing of such has been done. Every other thing that will be done open door. So for that it was laid to rest. And the
Mm-hmm.
Internet Affairs ministers and other government officials that were they gave the company a mandate that within 10 days they want to see the construction of a pipe bore water all around Kinjo and other developmental initiative because the place there in Kinjo the area is not really safe for even farming and to do other activities. So they demanded the company to provide all of the facilities for the citizen and upgrade the livelihood activities within Kinjo. So as we speak, we did some our investigation and they have already started to place these pipe bore water around and other counts that was provided with guys to that demand. So these are basic, issues coming from Kinjo for now.
Okay. You talk about the assets management. Do you want to talk about that too?
Yes. So with regards to the assets management, this it was on Thursday. So the Ministry of Information, normally they have this press conference. So the asset management team and the disaster management team went there to tell the Liberian people as to where they are with regards to things. So first, the asset management team was headed by Councillor Edwina to the Liberian people that because there have been numerous of criticism. One of these institutions that really criticized them was Centa. Centa is one of the local NGOs in Liberia that really in accountability issues as well. So they told the government that in one of their press releases, they said the government of Liberia was not to have any sub, branch or group to actually carry on asset recovery, but they should have had this LACC to implement their work. So these were criticisms that was coming, and then when the asset recovery team went there were also questions that came up with regards to that. But that time, the institution was funded. People's, other people started to give their own opinions, and they were like saying no, they will resist. They were like saying they will not really adhere to the asset recovery team because it is a wish hunt. But on Thursday, we got to know that. They said to us the team was set up by the president, and it is constitutional. The president has the willpower to constitute or to organize a team as long as he wishes to do. And also, we got to note that the asset recovery team in LACC, despite they might have some interrelated workings, but they have some dissimilarities when it comes to workings. But they will try to see how best they can intercoordinate with each other. But then they told us that within the course of 10 days, they have some high profile names. I think at least 20 names, at least 20 names. And they have already started to contact these individuals to see how best they can really turn over uh, every other items that the government owns or that they are in possession of it illegally. So they are communicating with them. So they also told us that if they fail, if they fail to actually adhere to that, definitely they will not do anything else unlawful. But the law will take a course wherein they will be inviting, they will be working along with the justice ministry to see how best they can bring people who will resist the call to order. So they said they are working and they won't really be afraid. They will do whatsoever thing that is needed to be done in an orderly manner. So no amount of tension, no amount of calls will make them to be intimidated. But one of the key factors they kept, stressing on is they need resources to see how best they can really capture most of these things because they are facing some challenges with regards to resources. Yeah. So basically, these were things that were said during the press conference. And also, before I forget, before I come to the disaster management stuff, let me just give you this breaking news. I think Lena. Lena is Liberian news, Liberian news
Oh, I
agency.
wanted to. That's exactly what I wanted to ask you because Kwame Opa, which is my friend, and I wanted to ask you. I also wanted to send him a message on that, but I want you. I'm glad you brought it up. So please get into it.
They have this haul and pull, right? So, I the Honorable Minister Jeremiah Pierre told us this gone time that but before we could actually get the information from the minister, there was this trending informations on social media that Lina Facebook page is now a personal Facebook page, and in fact, Mr. Kwame Opa Weeks, who was the director then, I have written Facebook in order to see how best he can get an absolute control of the Facebook page. So when we went at the ministry, unfortunately, the minister dived into that, and there were some questions that came out. So, according to what the minister said, the position that Mr. Opa Weeks was in, it was in an appointed position. It means it was not an appointed position by the president. That position is definitely meant for ministers, uh, minister from Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism to appoint any individual in that.
To
But
hire them,
unfortunately,
basically hire
yeah,
them.
yeah. So unfortunately, he said during the presidency of the former president, President Weah, he appointed Mr. Opa Weeks as director. Henceforth, during the transitional period, there was this executive order. All of those who are presidential appointees, the president by then spoke and said, as long as he's retiring office, just know that as long as you are one of those presidential appointees, definitely you'll be released from your post. So I think it was based on that. So coming back, he said Mr. Oberweis was the director for Lena, and then he really control. He came up with some ideas. I funded this panorama, show, and
Yeah.
also, Lena has, despite him being the executive director, me say he being the director there, but Lena has been in existence. So, and he was also telling us that The Facebook page of Lena had been something very been a long way, been consistent because he served in the Ellens region as presidential press secretary. So he definitely understands most of these information, activities within Liberia prior to his position as Minister for Information. So when these things, so he said currently what they are doing when Mr. Opa Weeks did that, change the name, and then saying that Lena is no longer a public, you know, stuff, but it's for his own personal gain. Changing the name with Facebook. He said they have been in conversation with Mr. Opawis, and they wrote him. They had numerous of conversations with him. Even had texts back to back. But up to date, Mr. Opawis has refused not only the page, but there are some other documents. There are others, some other properties that the director has, which is owned by the government. He has refused to turn over these properties. He has refused to turn over these items. So at this point, he has nothing else to do. But they will now be involving the justice ministry in order to see how best he can be either invited or arrested, because it has gone beyond measures. They can do anything else now. And according to what he said, at this point, if normally when they call Mr. Way, sometimes they ban the call and sometimes even raise some, different, talks on them. So they said they will no longer call him. They will no longer do anything else. So this is where we are with this Lina issue. So yeah.
I think I myself, everybody that watch our platform, they know that I'm a big fan of Opa Weeks. We've been following him for a very long time. But for me, when it comes to Liberia, it's one of those things that I really want people to do the right thing. And a lot of people been reaching out to me recently saying that, oh yeah, man, Opa, why he acting like that? Why he acting like that? And it's not because people been reaching out to me that I'm about to say this. On a real note, I was thinking about it too to reach out to Opa, and I think he's going the wrong direction. He's damaging his reputation because from the time he created that whole platform about the Lena Panorama, everybody knew it to be Liberian News Agency, the institution, that institution. And the fact that after everything, that it turned in the direction where, based on what he wrote himself, he was saying that, oh, because the people reach out to the people were saying all kinds of things about the bad name. The idea is if he had given that thing from the beginning, after when everybody were turning things over, all ministries were turning things over, it wouldn't have reached this far. But the fact that he holding on to it and he wanted people to come and asking for it, and he's preaching the law that he created a page through his personal Facebook page. For me, if this wasn't Liberia, there's Opa would be in trouble. He wouldn't have. He would have. This is not his page, to be honest with you. Let me tell you the reason why. He created a page when he was on government scholarship and when he was on the payroll of that institution, the Liberian News Agency or whatever, in Ministry of Information, whoever pays him. He was on a payroll. Number two, he created a name. He created a whole Liberian News Agency page in that institution name. So it's not like his own page right now, Kwame Open which page. Nobody gonna ask for it to say give us the page. But the Liberian News Agency page that he created in the name of that in the name of that institution, the people have the right to ask for it because he used it. He created it in their name. It's almost like the executive mansion. People created it in 2018, the executive mansion page. But in the Baka administration, they surrounded the page to Baka administration. The same thing with the Ministry of Public Work. Whoever created it, they surrounded it to the new government. The same thing with other ministries. So why is he holding on to this? It doesn't make sense. If you have issue with somebody who you say is the minister, you were tarnishing your reputation, it had nothing to do with you holding on to the page. He said that Facebook, you have the right to create a page. The person who create a page own it. But if you create a page, if let's just say Liberian TV Network, your friend say Liberian TV Network only was on YouTube, and you go on Facebook while you are working for Liberian TV Network, you create a page called Liberian TV Network. That and you are using the Liberian TV Network resources and the content. There's no way. Number three thing I want to add to this. Number one was he created a page while he was on the salary of the institution. Number two was he created a page in the name of the Liberian News Agency. Number three, number three part of it, the people, the content he was creating. There's no way Kwame can say that he never used people from that platform from that institution. He never used people who were on payroll to create some of the content. There's no way he can say that. Number four thing I want to say that can, if this was not Liberia, the fourth thing I would say for sure. Let me answer somebody quick. Hey, how are you? I'm still live. You're not on live speaker, but I'm still live. Can I call you back in a few minutes? Okay, bye. Yeah, so the other thing, all the content that you created and the people you interview, will you honestly say that you are not on those people time? Like let's just say you are working 8 to 4:30. Will you honestly tell the Liberian people that when you were creating the content, you were not on the organization or agency payroll when you were doing that? Because if you were on their payroll, that means you were actually on people payroll, and whatever you create within that time is for them. The page that you create within that time. So if this was not, I said the reason I always keep saying if this was not Liberia, he won't. He 100% he doesn't own that page. But it's Liberia because people feel that a lot of people. It's not just Kwame. To be honest with you, everywhere um, people can get away with things that easy in Liberia. Everybody, the law and order there is just hard. It's bad. But to be honest with you, even Kwame, I like Kwame. I respect him as a big brother, but he's going the wrong direction. Many people are not advising him. But honestly, when it comes to Liberia, I feel like sometimes when things happening, people just sit back. They don't say nothing. But I'm not one of those guys. When it comes to Liberia, I gotta be honest. Kwame has to really do the right thing by giving that pace up. Because 100%, if you follow all the rules, one, he created a page when he was on government payroll. Number two, he created a page in the government name. Number three, he when he was creating the content, there's no way he can say all the people he used, the pay is from their party. He never used the government resources to create all the content to promote a page. Number three, he can say that there's so much thing that you can really count and say, man, this is not because even everybody knew it as Liberian News Agency. So if you have issue with the minister for not approaching you the right way, give the page up and deal with the minister on legal level. But don't say I will hold the page because you said that it's like somebody who already have intention to hold the page. It had nothing to do with because all that thing. I think generally for me, when it comes to Liberia, my passion is bigger, and I can't sit back to say, "Oh yeah, the person doing the right thing." Kwame is like a brother. He's the older brother. We respect him. He done great for Liberian, but he going the wrong direction. To be honest with you, and I hope people will talk to him because I've been trying to figure out how I can reach out to him because Kwame and I communicated before, but I've been trying to figure out how I can reach out to him so he can understand from this perspective without him saying, "Oh, maybe you take the other people's side." But if you work for a ministry, you are on a salary, You create whether you create a page, you use your own Facebook page. It doesn't matter. To create a Facebook page, you will need somebody who already have a Facebook page. So maybe that's why you use it. By that time, the Kwame created a page before he got appointed as a director, or did he create a page when he was director? And then he registered that in a business name. So I'm saying all of this. What do you think, Francis?
Yeah, so these have been concern, these have been issues coming up, but I from all over the country, we sometimes we get in taxi, we hear what people say, we on keke and bike. So many people are actually condemning the idea that it was wrong. He should really he was not to do that. He should have just relaxed and he have done a lot more like he said. At least his effort was really going to be appreciated than to do something at the end where it brings that kind of different feelings and thoughts about you. Yeah, more people I say, oh, they really didn't expect that from him.
Yeah.
So there are a lot more. Yeah.
Whatever issue he has with the minister, it had nothing to do with his page. Because honestly, if you are innovator, I'm not talking about you, just me. Let's just say me. If I were innovator, I'm working with a company that try to figure out cancer, and every month they pay me salary to kill cancer. Whatever I created when I'm with that company and I put that project in the company name, it's for the company, 100%. That's what people need. That's what I say. Maybe I don't know how this will end. Maybe because it's in Liberia, where people say everybody can get away with crime that easy. I'm just saying that because honestly, friends, that's just how things been happening. If we go by the really legal process, Kwame has no right over that thing, that whole page. Whether he create it with his own Facebook page. The fact that because in order for you to create a Facebook page, you need a Facebook account. And because you have a Facebook account and create a Facebook page, if you use it in somebody else's name, that name you use it in should own that Facebook page. It's not so the thing is, let's just forget about Facebook thing. Let go with the whole thing. You're using somebody's name to promote that page. Everything you did, people saw the video you made. Time that you spent when Kwame was in your office, when he say all the interview he had, was that after work that he did the interview, or was when he was on the clock on work when he was working? All these little things. He created the page in the people name. He did the page when he was on the clock. He did certain things that people that even the employee when he said he got every people he interviewed and everything he did, all the money he spent, the resources, the car that he drove to places, was that his own expenditure? Was that from his own expenditure? That's the thing that people need to look at. And if a real law and order in Liberia, he will, the judge will say, these are the things that people will count, the lawyers. It's not about, because Facebook will say, if you create a Facebook page, it's yours. But but then when it comes to the law part of it, if you are using my name to promote something, I should get a share. So everybody know on our platform we promote Kwame. Even the new government, I even recommend I wrote something about Kwame that they should appoint him as that because he was doing good job. But honestly, I have nothing against him. But honestly, he need to actually submit that. He need to give that thing to the ministry because it's not his page. Nobody will ask for his own Kwame page right now. There's nobody that will ask for that Kwame page because that's his personal page. He had that before even becoming part of the government. But when you create a page while you are working for the government, you put that in a government name or in an organization name. Why you still holding on to it? It doesn't make sense to anybody. And the sad thing is, many people are sitting back and not saying nothing. and maybe there's people fooling him. But in a real legal level, it doesn't. It's not supposed to work like that because he made a lot of mistakes. He should have called it different name. They would have been right now. We would have understood it. You could have said Kwame Opa we live. Maybe people would have understood what he's doing now. But to say Liberian News Agency, to say to interview people while he was still on the clock of the while he was still working, he took break from work, and if his work was 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and he interviewing people between that times, it means he was on the institution clock. And those that are in charge that know these things, if they know how to preach it to the law to the judge will have no option but to take the page for him. And he talking about taking the page, and I was just thinking about that. I'm like, wow, Liberia. What do you think will happen? A person in the future at some point could take the Ministry of Information. The Ministry of Information has their page. The Ministry of Public Works has the page. What if all those people decide to claim their pages? It's like, or even the current president, the current secretary, press secretary, she could say, well, she just created the office of the secretary. Why if the government get out of power and she claim it too? Is that going to be what Liberia is all about now? Everybody just do their own thing? I mean, if you have issue with the current minister and he's damaging your reputation, take him to court. But it had nothing to do with the page. Oh, because the people been damaging my reputation. That's why I hold the page to see what they would do. But anyway, Francis, when it comes to Liberia, my passion can be really great. Is there any other gist you want to give me? This one I promise I'm not going to talk too much.
Yeah, I we have this issue. I will come to the disaster management. I think will be last. So we have the issue about the passport, wherein the foreign affairs minister, Madam Sarah Besoda Yanti,
Mhm.
the ministry came up with a position that all diplomatic passport and all diploma have been recalled. So in diplomacy, when they say you have been recalled, it means uh, you have been called to anti-co. Yeah, so you have been relieved from your position, whatsoever amenities, whatsoever facilities that you have been enjoying from the ministry have been seized. So there was this press conference, and immediately when she came up with that position from the ministry angle, the U.S. embassy within those seconds also applauded the ministry for say step the ministry have taken, and they were clear that at least the liberal passport will now get value. The issue about corruption also enlisted in their press conference, so they were really glad of the fact that the Minister of Foreign Affairs can come up with say step. So, and also when that press conference was made, there was some reaction from other angles condemning the action. But fortunately, you get to know that the former Minister for Youth and Sport, Zoga Wilson, Honorable Zoga Wilson, he was the first person who submitted his diplomatic passport at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the person who is leading that is Mr. Garrison Kokwe. So
Mhm.
yeah. So from the ministry angle, this is what actually ongoing.
Mhm.
Yeah. So there is
Wow.
also a timeline provided for that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The conversation we are having is not going to go too long because I've been sitting here for a while now. I also want to go, but I hope we can. You and I will call you sometime where we can have this kind of conversation to ask about what's going on, so our people can know they can be updated. I will try to make that when I'm not busy. I'll try to make it a thing where we can at least once a week. At least it could be two, three, but at least we can do that, and that would be great. So we can go live. You and I can go live and just talk about what's going on in the country. How what do you think about that?
Yeah, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I just wanted to provide basis because these are training issues as well.
No, I appreciate it that you're providing the basic because that's a good thing. Yeah, let me see somebody. Okay. Yeah, that's a good thing that you're doing that. That's what we should be doing, providing information to our people, and hopefully they can especially people that are abroad. They don't see the day-to-day newspaper and everything going on in the country. So if we can come up to discuss these kind of stuff, I think they will like to hear. Yeah, but Francie, do you want to? Is there anything? The last thing you want to say before we go?
Yeah, so lastly, before we leave, so quickly today we saw this. Was it today? I think yeah, today there was this information. Well, not today or yesterday. Yeah. So, firstly, the press secretary posted that the president from the president office there will be this internship program for all Liberians. So everyone went under the comments and they were commending said process. And later on, also I saw it on the president Facebook page. So people were commending that as well. And lastly, for the disaster management thing, there's a issue about climate, environment, and climate issues.
While
So
you're talking, I'm
um,
gonna for the viewers, you can keep talking, but I want to walk away a little bit. But keep talking.
okay, so
Mm.
for there's an issue about these environment and climate issues. So yesterday the disaster management team had a press conference, and we were told that Liberia is ready. Uh, Liberia will really be expecting numerous of terrible, flood, storms, and other related environmental issues. So after they provided all this, and they said that this year is really going to be tense. So, and they said one of their strategies is to see how best they can impact on awareness. So they explain, and they are also like requesting, telling the government that what they have in budget is low. So they are requesting central government to see how best they can really, help them to increase their budget or provide them more budgetary support, and also international partners, because within few days or weeks after a coroner, there have been numerous of fire outbreaks. There have been numerous of house burning and other things. So they are calling the government to see how best they can really step up the gear with regards to budget. But then I when they are having the press conference, one of the questions I asked them was, you talking about because you talking about awareness. It is only a mere awareness, or do you have any practical, methodology or strategy that you can put into place for this issue about disaster stuff to be, eradicated, or are you only using the mitigation process, or it is something that we should be adapted to? Since you talking about like bro will be experiencing it, or currently will be experiencing it anytime soon, what kind of policy are you actually bringing in? Is a policy aligned with the NDC? There is a policy called the NDC, which is the National Determinant Contribution on the Environmental Protection Law. So these were things that really I was concerned about, and you get to know that when it reached at that point, most of us journalists we really never had interest in it. But I can hold my colleagues for that, because the issue about environmental issues is really deep. I have been doing some research into it, and I've been a volunteer with some institutions that do environmental issues. So I understand a bit about environmental working. So if you just say, "Oh, we do awareness," so how are you going to when it is something sustainable, it is substantial to say yes indeed? Will you just go to awareness where you are not providing any alternative to the people? What are ways in which when floor can you just say, oh yes, this by June or August floor will be coming? So these are things that we're talking about, and but they kept saying that even if they can have all of the strategy, there is no finance. So recommended to them, for me personally, I told them this part you are working and you have done some of your research, what you need to do is have these strategies on deck. Do all of your policy and other things. They are international partners, they are international organization, because it was like an open forum that we definitely help. So these are things that were discussed there.
I see. Yeah, that's really good, man. I mean, you guys are always working hard to get all the good stuff. I really appreciate you and especially the good journalists out there that are doing a great job to bring the happening to our people. But I don't want to go too long. I know we've been here
Yeah, yeah.
a little longer. Do you have any statement? I know you've been here long with our sister, and now do you have something you want to end this stuff? The
Yeah, so
conversation.
I just want to say thanks to everyone who been following us. We appreciate the effort and keep following Liberal TV Network. Share our page, comment, like, just in case you are watching or monitoring us. And sometimes we are going wrong or things are going the way you think it is not. Just send our inbox message and definitely we'll try to see how best we can communicate with you.
Yeah. But thank you so much, Francie. I just want to tell all of you that are watching or that will watch later. Francie is somebody who been reporting all the breaking news. When you see somebody saying he had to go through to bring these breaking news, he goes through a lot. I mean, this guy, especially that DEA video, when I saw how he went in the pickup truck with his cameras, and he went the last time he went to King Jaw to bring that whole happening. A lot of people said, wow, especially that DEA video and that King Jaw video, those two videos, people gave him a lot of credit because not a lot of journalists that bring certain things, you know. If we were in a position, or if people were sharing things with us, like the government or anybody, we don't care which government is power, whether it's we are Joseph Boakai or whoever government. If you can share us your press conference or stuff with us, we will bring this stuff live. We will bring this stuff. We will go there and record it. But the little we know when we bring it, people are happy. So Francis, you're doing great job. I appreciate you for all your hard work. Keep doing it. There are people out here that appreciate you. Even the Julian can be asking me, "Who is that Francis man? Give me a number." I say, "Yeah, you gotta reach out to his page. Yeah, reach out to him." So that one, I know you can talk about. You are doing great job, man. People admire you. Keep doing what you do.
Thank you, CEO.
Yeah, keep doing what you do. One day, yeah, yeah, you will be a household name. Francis D. Cooper, the guy. He's the one that's doing all the good stuff. There'll come a time, trust me, there will come a time that you do that you'll be that a household name. You are already especially for those that are abroad. We see things like that whole DEA video. Not a lot of video I see out there about that whole DEA video stuff. But you are the one that went and brought it all. The Kinja video that many people post that, but not compared to how you post. You get more details. So keep doing your thing, man.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, but let's try. Well, you and I will have a plan where we can do this. I think once a week, where you can tell people all the breaking news, all the gist in Liberia, what's going on, the headline news of the day, the trending news, and that those are things we will focus on when we come live.
Okay, sir.
All right, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm gonna end the live, but I hopefully you and I can do some of these live sometime. You be my co-host.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Bye.